everybody, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And we were just talking about poop, and pee.
You're talking about pee-pee that comes out of your wiener hole when you think you're done pee-peeing, but the nature says not yet. Not yet.
Don't give us any crap, you two, because those are all words that you can say to children. That's made weird.
Doo-doo, pee-pee. It's fine.
Yeah.
Doo-doo and pee-pee.
Yeah, those are okay. We all do it. We all do it. And sometimes we do it when we're not supposed to. And that's how you get in trouble with the
Dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I feel like sickish. I hope I swear, dude, I hope I didn't pick up nothing. No, I don't know. I hope not. Like, I just started feeling weird today.
It's probably just because the weather's so nice, you know? It's because the weather's so nice.
Yeah, usually like sunshine and rainbows make me depressed. I don't like it. Yeah. I usually like to have the inner like turmoil of my heart shown outside of the weather, like winter and snow.
But I mean, it could be allergies. Allergies will get you.
I don't know.
The weather gets warmer, you feel better inside, but your body's
it's probably just because I ordered some Amazon shirts that came in, but they were way too short. They didn't fit, so I was mad. I was like, you big fat nothing buttery bean piece of poop. And then but you know what it was? It's because I got it from that cheap, I don't know what clothing store it was, but it was like, oh, the cheapest it's been in 3 months. So I was like, oh, add to shopping. It was only like $14 for 2 shirts. So it was like really cheap. I was like, but it must have been made for Wee Man.
Did you wash them first?
No, I just got them. I couldn't get. I tried them. I was like, "What is this? A place for ants?"
You can't. If you can't fit in it before it's washed, you got no chance.
No, dude. As soon as I opened it up and I picked it up, it looked like something that you were giving to your kid on Christmas, like their first birthday party or something. You're like, "This is not going to work."
Yeah, dude. I have to buy extra larges, and it sucks because it's like a 50-50. Because sometimes the extra larges are like appropriately sized and they're too big and long, and then sometimes. But if I get a large, one wash, and I'm not wearing that thing.
Yeah, but it felt like cope to me. I felt like John Nash when he loses the game in A Beautiful Mind. He's like, the game is rigged. It's not my fault. It's the game.
It's not your fault. Those sizes are ridiculous. They're ridiculous, especially from Amazon. Was it like Amazon Basic or something? Was it like or was it just something?
Yeah, they were. I don't know. It's Jugcomp. I don't even know. It's probably not even a real company. It's probably laced with some kind of like drug or something from.
What kind of shirts? What kind of shirts were they? Like
it was a plaid shirt and a golf shirt. I mean, it was made for toddlers, probably.
Oh, okay.
It was like little leaguers.
You bought the youth size. That's all that happened.
It was bad. Yeah.
You bought youth husky.
I felt like Chris Farley and Tommy Boy. It was like, hey, does this suit make me look fat? I was like, no, your face does. Or does this tie make you look fat?
Or Pest is like, hey, yo, does this make my butt look fat? It's like, oh no, Malaria, your fat butt makes you look fat.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
It happens. It happens. I before we joined here in the Church of Wham, I went to VBC and had a cheeseburger for dinner, and I had a short beer. And then when I had that short apple juice, I immediately felt bloated. And I was like, my seatbelt wouldn't fit. I was like, Jesus God. Like, you ever do that? Like, you have like 1 or 2 beers and then like you just grow like 2 sizes. It's awful.
Yeah, I just attribute that to the early onsets of cirrhosis. So I don't really pay attention to it anymore.
Oh, that could be it too. That could be the problem. Hey, Muhammad just picked up my wife. That's good news. I hope he treats her well.
I like Krishna. I like Krishna.
I got an Uber notification.
Oh no, that wouldn't be Alec Krishna. I don't know. What's that thing they say in Kingdom of Heaven? Alaikum Salah. Alaikum Salah.
Alaikum.
Alakaluka. Yeah, that's it.
Alakaluka.
Yeah, it's not with disrespect. I just don't remember what they say. I love that movie though. By the way, Kingdom of Heaven's great.
Hey, Adrian. Adrian gets the award for earliest in the building.
Hey, all right, Adrian.
Let's go, Adrian. Let's go. I was waiting too. I just didn't tell you. I was watching you wait. And I touched myself while I was doing it. That's not true. Lord of Dogtown, what's up, bud? He says, I hate that I have to miss this live. Well, that's not an excuse. But just wanted to send some love walking my dog right now. I'll try not to get poo in my eyebrow.
Why don't you just shut your mouth?
That's because it happened. That's because it happened to Jay. Jay got poo in his eyebrow.
Why don't you stay in Dogtown? Your slobbery mouth, talking all that trash.
Oh, you like to skateboard, huh? Is that the Dogtown and Z Boys?
I'll bet you have the lowest score in Tony Hawk. Don't even front.
By the way, I tried to download Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and you can't.
What was that? Is that the album?
No, it's the Tony Hawk where you can play it's like Grand Theft Auto Tony Hawk. Like you can just ride around your skateboard and like complete missions and stuff. You're not stuck in a warehouse doing flip tricks. But you can't get it. Yeah, you gotta have the 360. Did you ever get a 360? By the way?
No, I do. I'm such a cheapskate. There was a good deal. I went to Game Exchange I didn't even know they were still around, but they are.
It was a gay exchange?
I went to Gay Exchange. They just weren't going to see, there was too many wieners and I just couldn't decide.
Is that where the gays like trade stuff at a flea market?
Yeah, they like trade Pokemon cards, but instead of Pokemon cards, they're wiener picks. Got to collect them all. No, I went to Game Exchange and it was like they had an Xbox. The only reason why I wanted an Xbox 360 is because unfortunately the Xbox Series X won't play. Like I got like a couple older games I wanted, like Punisher. I picked up Punisher from the original Xbox and a couple other games. And it was anyway, but the 360 was like $120, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it.
$120 isn't bad if you.
No, it's not bad, and it was like it had a big hard drive attached to it, but I was still like, nah, that ain't me, dog. I was like, I'll take that for free, so I stole it. No, I didn't, but I didn't wind up getting it. But hey, I will tell you something else. I know you don't follow it too much, but dude, I gotta say, I know this is a new word that a lot of people are using, which I hate anyway, with people calling crash out. It's like, oh, he crashed out. I hate that. It's like, yeah, just say he lost his poop. He lost his marbles or he got mad. I hate when people say that.
Are you going to talk about the Steve Smith thing?
No,
we got to talk about that later.
I didn't know about that, but no, this is about more in our field, not our field necessarily because we don't cover it, but it was you guys remember a little bit about Dr. Disrespect and about all that shit that went down with him over on Twitch, or how he got banned and all the other stuff that was coming up. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in it as far as legalities. He was found not guilty or whatever, I guess, or never went to court. There was no sufficient evidence to convict him on anything. And Twitch wound up paying his ginormous contract out to him. So it's a little, whatever. But anyway, he apparently crashed out on stream either today or yesterday. He basically went off at every guy that he'd ever streamed with, just completely, pretty much annihilating them, calling them pussies, backstabbers. And I guess he did have some points on it because two of the ones that he mentioned were like, he said that they had come to his house and talked to his wife, met his kid, and then gone on to other podcasts and talk trash on him. Right after that, he's like,
when you're allegedly texting minors, I don't have to be nice anymore.
Well, no, he said instead of picking up the phone and calling and talking to me, instead of a pussy and going on a low rent podcast and running your mouth, that's what he was talking about. Which I guess because one of them had made the claim that he's like, I don't really know him outside of outside of the stream, but apparently that's not true. I don't know. I just felt like what I know of that case or that specific thing about him is that he was investigated by the children, the agency that literally conducts that investigation, whether or not there was anything illegal going on. And by the way, when you say terms like inappropriate conversations with a minor, that could be saying toilet humor and could be deemed inappropriate conversation with a minor. But as far as what he said, I don't know what he said, but I'm just saying that was the only, I saw that was trending everywhere and I was talking about it. I watched the clip of him going off. He had a lot of anger buildup. I get it. But it's not like it hurt him. I mean, it did, I guess, in some ways, but he's doing pretty well. He signed a huge contract with Rumble. He got monetized again on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever it is, he came out on the other side of it. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that I'm going to put into the universe that I hope that he wasn't talking to a minor. Because that would make him a completely disgusting piece of shit who should probably burn in hell. Yeah, if he was doing that. I'm not saying he was.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it is what it is. But I had nothing else to talk about at the moment, so I figured I might as well bring it up. But we can talk about Dogecoin. You guys want to talk about Doge?
yeah.
Let's talk about Doge.
My wife sent me an email
this morning for that $5,000 check that we might be getting from Doge.
Hey,
I hope we get it. I don't even care. Dude, I want that $5,000. I do. I know it might not happen, but I still. I'm like, yeah, you can buy me off. Give me that $5,000.
My wife sent me a message this morning. I only said my wife 32 times before I got to finish the sentence. She sent me an email this morning and said I had to send her five things that I did this week, and I was like, search for the clitoris. Didn't find it.
Nope.
C
mysteries.
Well, I guess I'm fired.
I did watch a little bit of that where it's not unreasonable. He just said he was like, I just want to make sure you're alive, you're a real person, and if you know how to use email. I was like, well, yep, that makes sense. It's if you're alive, you are actually a real person and you know how to use email, then I guess you should be employed. If you don't know how to do those things, I don't know. Or if you're not even those things, I don't know. But yeah, people were freaking out about that.
Popsicle.
I don't know if he was like, what 5 things did you do last week? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I got coffee for Clarence. Then I took a duty. What if you just said stupid stuff I took a duty at 8 a.m. He's like, and then I contemplated quitting at 9:30 a.m. Realized that I had a mortgage and I couldn't do it.
By the way, I have a recommendation for everyone here right now. I'm going to use our time on this channel to talk about movies to let you guys know. Are you sick and tired? Are you sick and tired of the bipartisanism, bisexuals, and all of it? Are you tired of it?
What's bipartisan?
Bipartisan. It's bisexual.
Is that what you put on your spaghetti?
Everyone knows that. That's what it means.
Can I get some bipartisans?
Yeah. There's too much bipartisans on this. No, but if you're sick of the red blue crap, all right, and you just want some good solid news, some both sidisms type stuff, News Nation. There's a channel called News Nation. It's all I watch now. It's freaking awesome, dude. It's great. Like, they tell both sides of the story. They're like, yeah, he did this, but it was contradictory that he did this. But also, it doesn't make him an evil human being who's going to come in your house and eat your crackers. But also, he is a fat retard, a stupid butthole. And it's they tell both sides of the story. It's not lies. It's nice. It's refreshing.
No thanks.
We should all listen to
Fox.
Fair. Get out of your echo chambers.
No. By the way, speaking of movies though, and getting because I do every time. We're not even 20 minutes in. And we're like already, and people are like, I thought we were talking about that anymore. I'm sorry. No, I did watch The Monkey. I did watch that.
No, you go see it. Give me your review of The Monkey. Just me, though. Don't talk to anyone else.
Okay, I'll talk to just you. Everybody shut up.
Yeah, be fucking quiet.
No, I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was like, I don't know, man. Like, there was parts of it I really liked, and there was other parts of it I was like, the jokes aren't landing. I got what they were going for, but it felt like they were like, taking too long to get to it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It felt like a much needed Final Destination type of romp.
Yeah,
but it just didn't hit in the way that I wanted it to hit in some ways.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes sometimes you can't have everything you want. I thought it was great. I loved it a lot. Loved it a long time. What'd you give it on a scale of 10?
I gave it like a 6.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. You're wrong.
Well, yeah, but I love Smile too. You traitor. Shut up.
It's at least you never watched it. Shut up. You'd hate it. You'd hate it worse than I did if you watched it. So
I haven't seen the first one, so I don't know. I would have nothing to base it on.
I know. Fake news. Fake news, dude. I thought like it was Final Destination. I mean, it was Final Destination from the cinematographer of Long Legs. I felt like, and I think that's
I felt like awesome. Maybe just said the acting just didn't hit for me. I don't know.
Jordan said I liked it. Then Corey Cunningham popped up, and I was pissed all over again. Yeah, dude. The guy in the wig that was covering his eyes the whole time. That was Corey from Halloween Ends. Did you notice that?
Oh, it's no wonder I hated that dude.
I honestly didn't like that character either, and I felt bad for the actor because I'm like, oh man,
I did like that.
Gonna have another,
when he knocked on the door, he's like, "It's the motherfucking police." Then he just opened the door. I was like, okay.
Great death scenes though.
Yeah, it had decent death scenes, but I don't know. It was just maybe some of the acting wasn't that good. It did feel like a movie. It did feel like something that could have been on like, I don't know, Netflix or something. But it was still good. I mean, it was all right. I had a good time with it.
Yeah, well, you're a liar, so it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, well, my wiener's
Jay liked Hard Eyes. Jay liked Hard Eyes more than
I liked Hard Eyes. You can shut your mouth.
Insane. That's insane.
You're insane. Your hair's insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Got no brain.
Insane in the brain. Oh me. I want to put up a poll. No, I'm not. I'm not really gonna do it.
Do it.
I can't. What the fuck? Tim!
Oh my God, Tim.
Tim C about me. Yes, indeed. I says, hey guys, hey chat. We'll watch the replay later. RIP Michelle Trachtenberg. That is very sad news. That also happened today, by the way. She was awesome in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Christ, 39 years old. That's my age. And comes just a couple weeks after a new Buffy was announced. Oh, I didn't think about that, man. That's crazy. With the bad news out of the way, hope you all have a great night. You too, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
And
a
better night now because of you, buddy. Thank you.
I really appreciate it, man. I saw that now a couple hours ago, and I was like, holy shit, that was crazy.
Yeah.
She was in it was really bad too, because I think somebody had been making fun of her, or not making fun of her, but had commented about her appearance in January of last year, and she was suffering liver failure because there was jaundice. Like I went back and looked to see what they were talking about. You could clearly see that something was wrong with her. And then someone had said, someone was like, well, someone had mentioned, like, not trying to be rude or anything, but is this possibly related to your liver? And I mean, it was clear, like there was like, and then she wound up dying from a liver transplant. And then you get these like, they're like maggots too that come out. They're like the Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawlers that come out, and then they start speculating. They're like, it had to be alcohol related. She was in and out of facilities. Like, you don't know exactly what her condition. Well, it might have been, but I mean, either way, she's gone. And I mean, it's her mom found her, which is fucked up. Yeah. But so it is really sad. She was young. 39 is really young.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's awful. And I didn't know anything about any of the alcohol stuff or anything like that. I just knew it was possibly she was getting a liver transplant allegedly.
She got a liver transplant, but it was
complications.
Complications from it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's terrible either way, man. That's too young.
And I only remembered her from a Euro Trip.
I've seen her face in a ton of stuff. It's one of those faces that you see and you're like, I know who that is. But yeah, no, people talk about that stuff like that. Like I saw some douchebag online when the planes crashed into each other, the plane and the helicopter, and some guy was like, "This is just how awful people are on the internet, dude." This guy was like, "Yeah, my wife texted me just beforehand, said that she loved me, and I hope that there's a miracle and we find her." And some fucking dumpster piece of human trash commented, "That's probably why the plane crashed, because she texted." And I'm like, even if that crosses your dirty little brain, like who the hell says that out loud? Like people on the internet are so, and whenever they start with, I'm a fan, but, or like, I'm not trying to be rude, but whatever's going to follow is 90% likely to be the stupidest fucking most dumb shit you've ever heard in your life. That's in my experience, that's at least. If you have to preface it, I'm a fan. So you basically, it's like a Will Ferrell in, the race car movie, Talladega Nights, when he's look it up. It's in the Geneva Convention. I can say whatever I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are like, "Oh, I said with all due respect." You know, it's like, no, that doesn't give you a right to just be a piece of shit. Like I will come back after
in your
you
mouth
and on you and your mother. Yes.
They did the same thing with Chadwick Boseman. They accused him of being on drugs and shit, and he was dying of cancer. But it is, you know, the internet is a cold, dark, shitty place, but you are shocked at the stupidity of people sometimes. But anyhow, that's why I love MySpace, and I'm still on there to this day. And it's
dude, I would jump to MySpace so fast. Thank you, Tim, dude. That's very kind of you. It's good to see you again, buddy.
Thank you, Tim.
Dude, I miss MySpace so bad. The best part about MySpace is that you could hop on there, and if you were like in the middle of a breakup or a fight with a girl, you could change your song to something super sad and like hope that they would hear it. Like that was the best part, because you're like, I hope she hears the song. She's gonna know it's about her.
Pathetic loser.
We would do it though. You would do it. Did anybody else do that? Because I used to do this shit all the time.
I just like the idea that you had music on your backgrounds. That was cool.
Yeah. But it was social pressure that you kids don't know about. There was a big social pressure with MySpace because you had to have your top friends. So like you had like on display like your top 5 favorite people, and if that moved around, feelings got hurt and problems occurred. You know,
it's like, well, yeah, you shouldn't have said what you said during kickball, and maybe you'd still be in my top friend list, you idiot. God.
Yep.
By the way, you're not coming to my birthday party.
I'll never forget when Kyle talked shit about my band on my MySpace on public. And he called me the next day and I was like, "Fuck you." And he was like, "What, dude? It was a joke." I was like, "You said I couldn't sing and my band sucked." I was like, "I could tell you were being mean." You butt.
Like, yeah, you might be onto something, but that doesn't mean you get to say it on MySpace.
Yeah, you just don't say everything that comes to your brain, no matter how true and brave it is. Stroll Nolan says, "Can't wait for the stream tonight. Be here in the background." Where?
That's right.
You're
sitting there strolling in and hanging in the rafters like Sting. I like it, Nolan. I like it.
It's gonna be around here somewhere. Good to see you, buddy. Brian Cruzel says, "Hey gents, I watched Intruder the other day, and the concept of a grocery store as the side of a slasher movie is surprisingly great. Anyways, can Dr. Loomis give us he just turned the car around and went the other way. Anyways, can Dr. Loomis give us top 5 pro wrestlers of all time and greatest champion?"
Yeah, here you go. I don't give a shit. 5 top.
It checks out.
No,
5 words.
The greatest wrestler of all time is obviously Andre the Giant. He's a goddamn giant. How you gonna beat it? He sit on you and ruin your day. That's what he does. He sit on your face, fart in your mouth.
Oh.
End of story.
Not some fun for me.
Yeah, some people liked it because they're sick shitheads. Nasty. Literally shitheads.
Dude, would you? Okay, here's a question for you guys, and thank you, Brian. And by the way,
thank you, dude.
It's one of the best parts about that movie is the grocery store concept. I love horror movies and grocery stores. The Mist is the best though. It's the best one. But let me ask this question. Would you rather motorboat Andre the Giant's butthole after a wrestling match? Okay. Or
yes.
Give me a second. lick all the sweat off of Hulk Hogan after his match with Andre the Giant.
Dude, it's obvious. I'm gonna lick Hogan. Like,
you gotta lick every inch of his body though. The 24-inch biceps, 16-inch biceps,
wiener,
whatever.
all of it. Yeah,
every day. You gotta
or you gotta take a load of like Andre's ass in your mouth.
Yeah, but just real quick. Just real quick. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. And then you're done.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but then your lips swell up. Yeah, that's true.
No, you do have to spread the cheeks if you have to go in. But you got to, as soon as your nose touches his butthole, you just go.
And then I got to like use the tip of my tongue and lick really quick on Hogan.
You got to get him head to toe though. But the question is it Logan? Is it Hogan or is it Terry? Because we all know Terry doesn't have a 9-inch penis, but Hogan does. So like, that's a big difference.
I don't know. I thought you were going to say something about like what would be worse, Andre's butt or Rikishi's butt? Like which one?
Who's Kishi?
Rikishi.
Who the fuck is Rikishi?
The wrestler that used to wore like a fucking thong up his ass and would do like he would put his face, like his ass on your face. Like we used to watch the clip of him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I just think Rikishi just sounds like a girl you cheat with, you know?
No.
I found you with Rikishi the other day.
He's like, shit, I should have deleted those text messages.
I know exactly what's going on. Thank you, dude. But Gary B says, Michael J, have you reviewed the Wolf Creek series? I mean, season 1 and 2. I know the movie has been covered. I've never seen the series yet. I planned to, and then I didn't.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to watch the Cobra Kai series.
You stupid idiot.
I know. I meant to do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I'll watch it. It's always
supposed to be you. That's probably going to blow ass anyways. Lightning Ghost, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much. Greg Harris is a man who we've been inside of his heart. And he says 41 isn't too bad. Thanks for the stream on
my happy birthday, man.
It's Greg's birthday.
I turned 41 on the 22nd. So we are brothers now in the age of 41. We will go to the chiropractor together, Greg.
Happy birthday, Greg. Greg's a good man, everybody. Say happy birthday to Greg, or I'll come over there and butt fuck your plants.
Oh.
But believe it or not.
Give him some old photo cummuses.
Cheers. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Nighttime says, Charles Loomis, I warn you, do not walk on me while I'm plucking my chicken. Do not walk in on me while I'm plucking my chicken. You need a place to put it, because I got 20 minutes till my lunch break's over. And you can put it on me, or for $20 you can put it in me. I need to buy some Miller High Life tonight. So
quit playing with the goddamn dinky. Get out there and life. Stop pulling on it. You're gonna get hair on your palms, you dirty shit.
Do you think anybody's ever actually gone blind? Was that a real thing? Did we myth bust that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm still seeing perfectly 20/20, and I'm an expert PhD level.
That's fair. That's fair. Just smack it around with your own mouth. Cody Buchanan says, so I keep track of all the money I spent at the movie theater in 2024. I spent, goddamn, dude.
Whoa, dude.
I spent $1,392.57. I'm going to see if I can top that this year. I might need to lay off the nachos and popcorn, but it's so good. It's salty, dude. You got to get your fucking heart checked. All right.
Damn, dude.
It's salty. Wow. Hey, Cody, like follow-up question. Do you please tell me you have like whatever theater you go to, you have the members pass? Like Cinemark is the one I go to. 20% off of all snacks and drinks. All right. 1 free movie ticket a month. It's $9.95 a month. I make so much money off of Cinemark. It's crazy. It's like I'm stealing from them.
It's like they're giving it away.
Yeah. You should look into that. That's impressive though. I'm impressed with you. Jay spent $11.97 at the movie theater last year.
There is no charge on the high seas. No charge.
Lee's the member for 8 months says, hey, my sexy fellas, 8 months, baby. Hey, Loomis, your membership is due for the club. Don't worry, I'll lower the price just for you.
I don't want your goddamn membership to your dirty, sleazy ass, stinky strip club, Lee. Wipe the baby oil off your wiener and stop shaking it at me. I don't want to see it.
Hey, I'm trying to hold up. I'm gonna share something with you guys too.
What was it?
It's naked pictures of my butt.
Oh, well, we'll talk about it soon because I'm sure you guys heard about the old James Bond situation.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it because it's a multi.
I'm a little nervous about it. I'm a little actually scared about it now because Barbara Broccoli was the one that was in charge of creative along with her half brother. I can't remember his name, but they had essentially, they were she was pretty much responsible solely for bringing Daniel Craig as the James Bond we all know and love. That whole thing was her idea. And when Amazon bought MGM or whatever, and they gained control, it was pretty much in the contract that Barbara Broccoli and her brother would always be creative, and then Amazon would just own it. Well, Barbara Broccoli finally sold it to them, so now Amazon is in charge completely of the creative side of James Bond. And the first fucking thing they do is, after they gain control, is Jeff Bezos goes on Twitter. He's like, "Who do you guys want to see be James Bond? We'll have a contest and see who wins." It's fucking dumb.
He didn't say contest, did he?
No, I know. No, he didn't say that. But I'm just saying it sounded like that. It sounded like some shit that fucking Mark Summers would say on Double Dare. Let's have a contest. But no, but here's the thing. Barbara Broccoli was the one that literally, I think last year or the year before, was in controversy with them, had basically said that she was going to hold it hostage from Amazon because they were talking about doing a Moneypenny spinoff. They wanted to do like a female James Bond, all these TV shows. And she was like, she called them fucking idiots. She's like, did you guys even read the contract? And they said, and she said she was personally offended when one of the first things, one of the board members were like, content. That's all they look at James Bond as. It's just more content to churn out on fucking Amazon and make all these silly ass TV shows. So God knows what they're going to do with the series. I hope to God somebody with some common sense gets a hold of it. It's like, we're not putting out like 58 TV shows that are going to go nowhere and ruin the reputation of James Bond.
Nothing you said was wrong. Everything you said was right. But I'm going the other side of the stratosphere. If you think about it through a positive lens, the positive lens could be, I read this today that they said Christopher Nolan wanted to direct the next Bond movie. And the Broccoli's, while I appreciate them and all the nutrients they provide America's youth when you can get your kids to eat them,
a lot of greens,
and all their contributions as well to the Bond thing. Christopher Nolan wanted to direct a Bond movie, but they wouldn't give him final cut, so he walked and did the Odyssey instead. So we could add a Christopher Nolan Bond movie, which would be one of the greatest Bond films of all time, no doubt about it. It's a perfect matchup. And they also were behind the decision not to hire Henry Cavill as James Bond, which was a mistake in my eyes for sure. So with those two things considered, I wonder if now that the Broccolis aren't doing it and Amazon has some sort of nutsack, because he did ask, and the resounding answer was always Cavill over and over and over again. Because dude, I'm telling you, the names that they were coming out with were awful to me. Like the Kingsman kid, like just
that one, and there was also
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
He's actually still up for it. I
hate it. Fucking hate it. So if this gives us a Henry Cavill, Christopher Nolan film,
well, here's the thing. I think I would agree, except for the fact that I think that what happened with Henry Cavill is he was still young. Like I don't even think he had been cast as Superman yet, and they wanted an older James Bond, and that's why it turned it down. And also, if it's true, which again we don't know. But I mean, you look at the track record that Amazon has with some of their shows. I mean, a lot of people hate what they did with Lord of the Rings. They shit all over a lot of the stuff that Tolkien had wrote. They went back and changed things that nobody wanted them to change. They added shit that nobody wanted.
They also forced Roadhouse to go straight to Amazon, and that movie's a fucking classic in my opinion.
But I'm saying, as far as legacy stuff that they've got their hands on, and you also, thank God, Kathleen Kennedy is leaving. So I mean, but you look at these huge studios that get their hands on legacy stuff and they ruin them. Because like they said, the first thing that came to their mind was content. They didn't think about, we're going to be like, let's be careful with what we're going to make here. Let's make something smart. Let's make something cool. Let's make something that's going to bring in a lot of audience and also stay true to the character. They thought content. Like the money, nobody would give a fuck about a Moneypenny spinoff. I don't give a shit about that. Or let's make female James Bond. Dumb as shit. No one's going to watch it. No one's going to watch that. Sorry. And you know what? Even Barbara Broccoli, supposedly, she was even open to the idea. She said, I don't care if they wanted to make James Bond black or gay, but I just want to make sure he stays a British actor. Well, a British actor. That's what she said. Yeah. But that's not what they were. They wanted just all this stuff churned out at a quick pace. And I think that could ruin the character. Now, whether or not that happens, we don't know. That was a few years ago. And maybe something happened where she was like, maybe now is a good time to let go of creative, and maybe they offered something or they showed her something that she was comfortable with, or she just got tired of dealing with it. I don't know what it is, but either way, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I mean, it's not exactly like Amazon is like a home run hitter when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, and I think, and I totally agree with you. Like it could end up an absolute 2014 Ghostbusters spin doctors opening up at the county fair shit show, as Deadpool would say. But like, no, I think it could end up absolutely horrible and awful, and it could kill the franchise. But I do think that there's something to be said for the fact that, man, how long has it been? Like, I mean, fucking No Time to Die, which, by the way, cannot believe they killed off James Bond. What the fuck was that bullshit? I hated that decision. But also, like, it's been so long since then. It's like, on one hand, I get it. They're particular and they want to protect the property, and that's great. But at some point, it's a fucking movie, guys. You know, like, let's make a fucking movie. Let's make a Bond movie. Let's go. And another thing I do want to mention, because I've been thinking about this hard and long late at night in my bunk when I'm touching myself, thinking about you and bananas, you eating bananas with your shirt off. Nice. Yeah, if you could just fill that fantasy for me, I'll appreciate it.
I do that every night.
I've never seen it, so it's not real if I don't see it. Like, Jesus. No, but my point is this. This is skewing political, so I'll be careful. But the world is changing, obviously. Some for the better, some for the worse. I'm a centrist, okay? But like, as far as the whole, Amazon was really jumping on, everybody was kind of jumping on the whole, like you said, with the girl bond and let's do this and that and all this stuff like that. Jeff Bezos seems like the kind of person who in today's landscape might not be afraid. Whereas, I'm just being honest, whereas a year ago would have been afraid to let Bond be Bond. You know what I mean? Old school Bond, womanizing, you know, drinking, Bond. You know, Sean Connery Bond.
I think if you hire people that want to tell a good James Bond story and you stay away from the activist role, you'll be fine. Like, if you you just stay away from those kind of weirdos and you'll be okay. Because nobody wants to. They just want to turn their brains off and watch a good James Bond movie. And James Bond. I know. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there was a second there where people wanted Bond to be like not James Bond because of all that shit. But I think now with the way the world is, like, what I'm saying, I guess, is if a year ago Amazon got it, I'd be like, we're dead. And maybe that's when they were talking to Broccoli and they were like, let's do a girl Bond, let's do this Bond and that Bond, for Bond for everyone. You know, I think that maybe that's where that came from. So I'm hoping that in today's world, because, like, you know, Bezos is going to do whatever, but like, I'm hoping in today's world now they're not afraid to make Bond be Bond. So sorry that took so long to get out. It's like trying to make a woman come, you know. It gets my point.
Your tongue gets tired. And then you're like, are you gonna come or not? I'm done.
I apologize.
No, I agree. I don't know, dude. I just feel like, I mean, they're a soulless corporation for the most part. I mean, I look at Disney. I look at them. They're the same thing, dude. They ground Star Wars to the dust. How you lost money on that franchise is unbelievable. Marvel, they're having a little resurgence. They're having a little comeback, hopefully with Doomsday, but we don't know. But I don't know. I look at Amazon. I just don't see any. I mean, maybe they will hire some good people that'll write it and it'll be fine. But as soon as you start seeing advertisements for a spinoff Young James Bond or some bullshit, like you see 3 or 4 shows on Amazon to tie in with the new upcoming movie, it's all going to be garbage. I swear it'll be stupid as fuck. I just want to go see a James Bond movie. And James Bond always will forever be only available and should only be available on the silver screen. I don't want to see little side stories. I don't want to see little, you know, oh, well, this is high in it. I don't want to see any of that shit. I just don't. I just think that if you go that direction and you turn it into a content machine, you ruin it. Like, too
100%.
Much of one thing is a bad thing. And I should know, ask my liver. But no, I'm not James Bond, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. It's like James Bond Holiday Inn. But we'll see. I don't know. It is. I mean, I do agree. I wish that we could have got Cavill. I personally like Cavill, but he is doing so many projects too. I mean, I think he's off filming something right now for what's it? It's some kind of video game movie or something.
Hey, Dan, we're fucking right here. You can talk to us. All right. Don't talk about us like we're not in the goddamn room, Dan. Dan B.
We switched it up. We pinch hitter that shit.
I just played, buddy. No, we like to flop around. We like to pretend we're going to have a schedule, but then we realize that we're not good at that. So we'd like to flop around. But it gives everybody in every time zone the opportunity to not watch us.
And that's why we like to be equally disappointed by everyone. So, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I hope to God it's not Aaron Taylor Johnson. I know people are in like love with him, I like him in certain things, but I do not see him as James Bond at all.
No.
Like, I think they're gonna go with dude. I heard
Tom Holland's what you're hoping.
Tom
for.
Holland, yeah, and I'm like, good Christ, no.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Good God, God, no, God. I feel like that guy in the Office or whatever, or Steve Carell. But I was like, there's no, and I understand they were like, oh, we need a younger James Bond so we can build a franchise on top of it. Like, but not that turd. No one's gonna buy that.
It's me, James, the author of all your pain. It's like, what, the SpaghettiOs on the top shelf I can't reach? Is that it?
Yeah, someone would just bitch slap. Just slack me around and call me Susan is what he looks like. I'd
love to save you, Bunny Pity, but Mary Jane needs me.
Watch it be Nicholas Hoult, because they're casting
anything
and everything.
God, you just hurt my feelings. Yep. That's goddamn. You know, that little motherfucker. He will go for that role though. He will audition for it. Anytime something that Nicholas Hoult would be terrible at, Nicholas Hoult will audition for it. Like Batman, he's like, I could totally. It's like you're not a Batman. Like,
yeah. I don't want people to get it mistaken or twisted. I think Nicholas Hoult is a fine actor. I just never looked at him as a main character actor. I just don't. I mean, Bill Paxton was always considered like a side character. And he was great in what he did, but Nicholas Holt's kind of like that to me.
Yeah,
I can't take him seriously as like a star.
No, he wants to be Tom Hardy. It's like, you're just not that. It just doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Stop auditioning for those roles, because there's stupid people who say they want it and they're wrong.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I hope he gets something good out of it. I really don't have a lot of hope for it moving forward.
And I just do want to put out there that Nicholas Holt's probably in way better shape than I am. Okay. I'm just saying
he's in great shape.
He's not Batman. Okay. He's got a weird nerd face. He's got a nerd face.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I didn't give him that face. Blame God. That's what I do with all my problems.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But that's what he's there for, my son.
Oh God. Okay. So that's our take on the Bond situation.
Yeah, that was some hard. Oh, by the way, check this out.
Is your dick? Oh, okay. You got it right. So you didn't wear the Eagles hat. You bought a fucking Giants hat, like a man.
I didn't buy the Eagles hat. My wife got me the Eagles hat, which I didn't wear.
You bought a Giants hat to say,
I did. But no, I never. I got the dude. Look, this is the New York Giants hat, like as their helmet. Dude, this is way superior. Like, that logo is way superior in my opinion than this one.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Yeah.
I don't know why this shit looks like something out of like Little Giants. Like, was what they would wear. Yeah. And then they would show up like, let me teach you how to play football. Like, okay, that's what it looks like.
No, the first one looks like a fucking soccer logo. Like, and then that one's like a man's Giants logo, like Lawrence Taylor with like two teeth.
That's what I want to bring that shit back. Bring that fucking logo back.
With his huge wiener naked in a locker room.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, sidebar.
I think I'm thinking of Any Given Sunday specifically. That's an actual thing that happened. I didn't just think about Lawrence Taylor's penis all on my own. Okay.
I heard he's got a huge sack.
Yeah, I see what
huge sack record.
You are a smart person. Is what you are. How many Lewises does it take to change a light bulb?
One to tell you, change it your goddamn self. I'm not an electrician.
Nighttime says Mike Dane Cook is hiding under your bed.
Quick, he'll steal your jokes. Oh.
I think we're safe. My wife's over the age of 20. We're good. It's gonna be all right. I'm kidding. I love Dane Cook.
Well, you know what? Dane Cook was one of those guys that just like dude. Back in the day, he was like one of the hottest comedians, not like sexually, but like he was one of the hottest comedians on TV. No, and maybe he did still. Supposedly he did still jokes. I don't know, but he was able to turn that shit into like a rock star type of persona like that he had going on. He
definitely did some stuff wrong, but on the other hand, I just think that sometimes people do that shit. Like people just jump on a bandwagon and they go, "Yeah, Dane Cook's not funny." I think like 50% of the people mean it, but they always felt that way. And then 50% of the people are just literally parrots repeating what they hear, like they do about politics online and shit like that. And I think that's what happened to Dane Cook. I think that's what happened. Band I love, Day to Remember. They not every album they put out's been great, but every time they put out a great song, all their fans are like, "Oh my God, this is fucking terrible." And it's like, dude, this is the exact same shit that you were loving 6 years ago. You're just literally a follower, and you have no decision-making skills of your own. It's crazy. I'm not saying everybody feels that way. I'm just saying so.
He got screwed by his brother too, really bad. I think his brother got him, like it was something with his money, like defrauding the government. I don't know. Somebody sick Doge on him.
Huh? Dude, all I know is that the Circle Fist, whatever the fuck it was called, at Madison Square Garden, it'll never get the recognition it deserves. But I think it's one of the top 10 best comedic performances I've ever seen. I used to watch that so much back in the day. when I was a single.
Was it? Was that Vicious Circle?
Vicious Circle. That's what it was.
Circle. Yeah, it was really good.
That shit was fucking great. Sean Higginbotham says so. Went to where they were filming Scream 7 this weekend. Oh boy. Wow, we excited. Also met Roger Jackson in Atlanta, Tom Savini, Art, and Derek Mears. That's dope, dude. I guess it was at a convention that you went to over there, which is pretty sick. But here's the thing: if they had a horror convention in Atlanta, that makes so much sense, Sean, because I guess now I realize that we're all like there's a bunch of fans taking pictures of the set and like leaking shit from the set, and I'm like, stop it, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if there was a horror convention there, I would do the same thing. Knowing where they're filming in Atlanta, I would drive on over and scoot and see if I could see anything. I wouldn't take pictures of it and put it online for YouTube views like some people are doing, which I don't appreciate. But yeah, my dog farted though, and fuck, god damn, I need to take her
Burnt
to the vet
nose
right
hairs.
now.
Sean, I don't know what it is, dude. But I know you're using the profile pic of Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends, but I totally read your it sounded like something like this. So I went to where they're filming Scream 7 this weekend, and oh boy, wowee. On my way to Garden Ridge, I stopped by Atlanta, met Roger Jackson, Tom Savini, Art the Clown, and Derek Mears. Had a pretty big Sunday. Yeah.
Might go to Bed Bath & Beyond. Maybe. I don't know. Thank you, buddy. Gary says, pass the rice. Wham, fam. Love you all.
Hey, thanks,
you
Gary.
too, buddy. Michael Parton says, I'm so mad that I'm not getting a Wonder Woman game. Yeah, they canceled the Wonder Woman game.
I heard about that.
I don't know if I'll be getting anything Wonder Woman anytime soon. Yeah, welcome to the boat, buddy. Besides the prequel show, this really hurts. If you're
they closed down I think there was like 3 studios that got axed. And one of them was the Wonder Woman thing. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I didn't really read into what was going on over there, but yeah, I know a lot of people were excited about it. I don't know what the inside deal was with some people were saying there were a lot of shakeups going on. I know they lost a fuck ton of money because of that. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I mean, you're talking about like a division that lost hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. Like that game was awful, and it really cost that studio a lot of money. And so I think they were just like, we need to wipe everything clean, the slate clean, and just start over. I mean, that's probably what they're downsizing to maybe build it back up with something better. I don't know, but I think you'll eventually get. What I want to see is, are we going to get a Batman Beyond video game in the Arkham universe? That's the rumors coming out that it's going to be the Arkham or Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I did see a rumor that they were working on a new game or whatever for sure. But yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I was never going to play the Wonder Woman game myself, but I will say that the still frames they had of it.
Yeah,
pretty fucking hot.
Yeah,
she was pretty fucking hot. All right, that's all I'm saying.
My joystick got caught. What?
Yeah,
I mean, I can't move.
I would maybe bought that game for unpure reasons. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be weird if you bought a video game just because you thought a character was hot. Like we have porn, like the internet exists. That'd be crazy. But yeah, no, I'm bummed for people that are bummed. Turlington, the greatest name on YouTube, says, "Boys, if you could choose a song best suited to play in the background of your day-to-day lives, what would it be?" Mine would be "Push It" by Static X. Oh, that's great. Oh, push it.
Yeah.
You'll push it. You'll push it. That's literally that song. It was great. Because my bean tube is always backed up and I constantly blow out my O-ring. It happens, turd.
Yeah, that's a good one, turd. So if you could choose a song best suited to play in the background of your day-to-day lives. Well, you go ahead. I think I have one, but
my natural answer was to say "Damn It" by Blink-182 or "Simi Charm Kind of Life" by Third Eye Blind, but I will actually go with Chumbawamba's "Falling Down" or "I Get Back Up" because I often fall spiritually and mentally and physically, and I do get back up. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. TED Talks. I guess mine would be it's that Marilyn Manson song from Spawn, because I want to live, I want to love, but it's a long dark road out of hell. I don't know why that song popped in my head, probably because I just listened to it. But no, it would probably be Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Sweet dreams are it's Raining Men. I've been looking at some of your guys. It's Raining Men from Brandon. Eric said Stacy's mom. Eric loves mothers, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know.
That's a great choice, Night Tom. Graduate. Trying to get my podcast off the street. It's a great song, dude. It's a great song.
Yeah, it's too bad that guy turned out to be a total dickhead, from what I understand. The main guy.
I don't mind it though, because it's not like I took his artistry seriously. I just enjoy those songs, so like I can laugh at him. Like, God, you're such a dick, but I'm still gonna karaoke this song.
I don't know who came out and was talking shit about him, but there was another. I think it was another musical group. Yeah, Eve 6 said that he was like totally full of himself backstage.
Oh yeah, dude, he makes fun of him all.
And I was like, dude, you were wearing leather pants. And it's like, I'll never let you go. Like, come on, dude.
You're not. He's literally his character from Rockstar. Is like, yeah.
I'll get you guys some do-bike steads.
Do you hear the voice he's brought with him? Do you hear the voice he's brought with him?
Shit, it's spin, dude. He said shit, it's spin, dude.
You see that? I bought that with him too. Shit. I gotta watch that movie again. Hey, I'm gonna let you start to talk about this because I gotta take a pinkle. But
okay.
Christopher Sampson brings up a point that we gotta hit on tonight, and that is, and I assume that you've heard, Kathleen Kennedy is gonna be retiring.
I did
pretty soon.
Yep, retiring to the Gulf of America, Chris. You're absolutely 100% tootling right. Well, I think it's a good move. I think it's a wonderfully well. It should have been a done long. I can't even talk because I'm so excited about it happening. Will it save Star Wars? It's going to depend on who they put in place for her. I have no idea. I think that Kathleen Kennedy has left a sack of shit on fire for the next creator to come in and clean it up. Whether or not they're going to be able to do it, I don't know. But yeah, it's funny because I saw some articles spinning it and they're like, she leaves behind a complicated legacy, and it was totally her fault. Like this bullshit narrative where they try to say, well, it wasn't all Kathleen Kennedy. It was pretty much 98% her. Like the whole thing of what happened with Star Wars. And I know that people will say, well, George Lucas put her in charge and all this. That's fine. She could have been good back then. She could have been a good creator and had some good ideas, but that doesn't mean that stays around forever. She got stupid ideas and she ran with them and she kept doubling down on these ideas and it completely ruined the franchise. It torpedoed it into the ground. And again, I don't blame it all on her. I just blame 98% of it on her. And now that she's leaving, we can finally heal. The universe will heal, but we will see what happens. But personally, I'd be very excited for it. And I think I heard something about Filoni taking over. I'm not so excited about that, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm glad you brought that up, Chris. Hold on. Oh my God. Why is it? Oh, I can get in here. Hi, D-Land. Michael Park is 100%. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, she fucked with my toys. Yeah, that's what it was. Don't you mess with my toys. You're a girl, idiot. Yeah, Kyle says, yo, like 99% of her, she did real good in the past. Like Jurassic, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like she's been a part of good things. I'm not saying that. Exactly. I just think that just because somebody was good at something or later or like earlier on in their career doesn't mean that is going to be the case later on. I mean, people start sucking at their job sometimes. It happens. I do it all the time. Eric says Filoni or Favreau. I think personally I would go with Favreau. I think that he'd be more in line with what I'd want from Star Wars. I think he actually could do it better than Filoni, in my opinion. Merlin Nuff said, hey, Jay, it's the anniversary of my divorce. Now you fuck yeah, brother. Yeah! You made that bitch disappear into the kingdom of Camelot, Merlin.
I hope this is a celebratory mark for you and not a bad one.
Well, he said it's an anniversary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is true. That could be bad. That could have been bad. I don't know. I hope it was. I hope she sucked.
Sorry about it. That's the case. But if not, congratulations.
So yeah, we were talking about like someone asked who would I'd rather pick, Filoni or Favreau to take over for Kathleen Kennedy now that she's stepping down, and I said personally I think John Favreau has a better eye for it than Filoni.
Mm-hmm. What has Filoni done other than bologna?
Well, he was mainly responsible for like the Mandalorian and shit, and he eats a lot of bologna while he was making it. Bologna and Filoni go together.
Dude, I say get anybody who's worked on Star Wars in the past 15 years the fuck out.
Well, I look at John Favreau as a guy. Well, here's the thing. John Favreau is one of those guys that took something like a mid-tier character in Iron Man and made him successful with Marvel, that launched the MCU by himself. That's a hard fucking sandwich to eat.
But he was hungry back then.
I know, but John Favreau, I think, could still do it. Well, you know what? I think John Favreau is one of those guys that just gets it. Like, I feel like he can look at something and be like, I can make something out of this if you just give me the creative freedom to do it, which back then Marvel Studios did let him do before it was Disneyfied, and they kind of made him because in the third movie, it wasn't even him, right? It was it Shane Black that directed that movie, Iron Man 3? I can't remember.
Yeah. Shane Black's great, though. I know everybody doesn't love Iron Man 3. More like Mandalorian.
You know it. You know it, Jordan. But no,
I just think that I think Marvel and Lucasfilm need something new. Like, you know, I think same old shit with Marvel. It's like Marvel's not putting out like that much less quality of shit than they were putting out 20 years ago. But the problem is that's the same shit they were putting out 20 years ago with lesser stars and lesser IP. And like, I just think that nothing against Favreau. I think he's great, but I'm just not going to be excited by anybody unless it's someone who's young and hungry and like maybe a little new to everything that can surprise us and give us some shit we haven't fucking seen before. Can Favreau deliver a J.J. Abrams-ish solid film? Yes. But for Star Wars to ever reach its glory again, they need to fucking blow people's dicks off.
I don't think that Favreau would do what Abrams does, though. I think Favreau actually would be able to tell an actual good story without just boom, boom, special effects, laser outside my wieners. Like, I'm not saying that J.J. Abrams doesn't do a good job somewhat in certain movies, but I think that he was the one that started out with what we had with The Force Awakens, where he completely ripped off A New Hope, just put that back out and said, regurgitated it. And then it goes into Last Jedi with the Rian Johnson, which was fucking awful, in my opinion, awful movie. Yeah. But then I feel like Favreau could tell what I would like to see is Jon Favreau direct. Like, first off, what I would do is this. I would go back and do the Star Wars, The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic. I would get goddamn Keanu Reeves as the star, as Darth Revan, okay? And then I'll get Jon Favreau direct that shit, get a badass screenwriter, scriptwriter, whatever, and keep goddamn Disney out of it as much as you can and just let them do their creative shit. That's what I do. But I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see what happens later in the future, but...
Yeah, and I think leave all the old characters behind. I mean, leave Luke behind, leave Han Solo behind, all of it behind, tell new stories, and make them look and feel different than every piece of big budget slop we get these days. It all looks the same. The CG looks the same. The stories have all been PC to death. And I don't even mean in like the, oh my God, it's woke way. I mean in the like just the, it's clean. It's not going to shock anyone. It's not going to surprise anyone. Star Wars is special because it was new and it pushed the needle forward. Them just repeating what other people have been doing is not going to do that ever. So like, I don't know.
Well,
maybe
I think
that franchise, the whole thing needs to die before it can ever be good again.
I think you got to wipe the slate clean, but I would 100%. No, I mean, yeah, as far as like the way it looks and shit, yeah, the same cookie cutter formula needs to leave. But I would also keep out as much as you can, keep the politics down to a fucking minimum, guys. Come on. It's it's a fucking galaxy far, far away. Fuck whatever, shit you're trying to squeeze into a galaxy far, far away. I don't want to hear about it. I just want to watch some goddamn laser swords fight.
Yeah.
But that's it. But I mean, and they're like, well, Star Wars was all political or always. I was like, no, it wasn't. Shut your goddamn holes up. I don't want to hear that shit. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But I remember watching Star Wars when I was a kid, and the last fucking thing I thought about was politics when I was watching it. It's like, what if Luke Skywalker is going to take down that big Darth Vader? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait, it's his son? Jesus. That's what I saw.
Yeah, dude. Nobody was thinking about fucking, I don't know who was even president back then. No, nobody was thinking about like.
No, not Bill Clinton. Yeah. The 70s. Jimmy Carter and fucking Reagan.
It was all arts political. It's like, yeah, dude, Keanu was saving the bus and speed for fucking Tipper Gore. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's not all political. You just make good shit for fun.
All that's going to happen is when you do that, you're gonna piss off a majority of people, or maybe even, I don't know. You're just gonna piss off a lot of people that you shouldn't piss off, and nobody can unite and watch a good goddamn movie. That's the problem.
Yeah, because Hollywood thinks it's their job to tell us how to feel about politics. It's like, wait, but we don't actually give a fuck.
I don't.
What do you think at all?
Well, I don't care
at all. Yeah.
I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
Okay. I think we're alone now. Sucking that dick just like my daddy did. Oh, that's not how the song goes. I'm not good with lyrics. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Don't blame me because I don't know the words. I get confused. I also don't know where Jay left off on the chat. So we're doing it random now. What are you guys doing? How's it going? How are we feeling? What's everybody been watching, man? What have you guys been watching? I watched all the Hellraiser movies for an article for video I was writing, and that was fucking painful. Listen, dude, man, that franchise is dark. Jesus Christ. I'm talking 2 weeks straight. I have been deep up inside of this thing, crackle hole. And it's not, my brain's not all right. I'm having dreams. It's not good. Most importantly, a lot of those sequels are bad. Some of them are good, but yeah, I enjoyed it, but I also hated it. It was one of those things. Matt, I want to watch the new season of White Lotus. I watched the first season of White Lotus, fucking loved it. But I got invested in those characters, Steve Zahn and everybody. So when the second season started, I just couldn't get into it. and I just stopped watching. So I got to get back on that shit. Dude, Stacy, I want to watch the same thing with Reacher. Maybe TV shows are just too much for me, dude. I love the first season, was enjoying the second season, just didn't finish it. But now that he's got an equally impressive physical specimen to go up against, I got to get back into it again. What do you guys think about Alan Richardson for Batman? Is that a yes? Is that just a across the board yes? If you've seen Reacher, I think it's probably a yes. That dude would be the greatest. And I'm not saying they should do that story again, but if they ever did Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns story, Alan Richardson's the dude. That guy's awesome. That guy's awesome. Boy Meets World. That shit's been in the news lately. Big Joe Grizzly. Like one dude was talking shit on Ryan Reynolds because he was like, he wasn't taking the set of Boltneck seriously. I'm like, fucking dude, it was Boltneck. And you're going to come out 20 years later and be like, shut up. You guys were teenagers, man. Just trying to get your name out there using someone's bigger name than yours while he's under fire for all the stuff that's going on. But I like Ryan Reynolds.
I didn't touch her. What?
Touch her? I hardly knew her.
I haven't even been with a hooker today. Ha ha.
It reminds me of Waiting with Ryan Reynolds, and he's talking to his mom in front of his friends. She's like, well, what did you do last night? And he's like, I had started with some intravenous drug use, and then me and the hookers. And she's like, the hookers and I. He's like,
that's what
the hookers and I.
Thanks, Mom. She's always getting me for my verbiage.
Oh man, I was asking everybody what they've been watching. This week. What have you been watching this week? You big old piece of shit.
The Monkey. Over and over again, just to get a good idea about it.
I didn't ask what you've been spanking. I've been asked what you've been watching.
Well, that too. There's two monkeys. That's the Monkey, the film, and then I call mine Monkey Shine. No, I really not anything really. It's just my normal YouTube shit where I just watch body cam footage and
you sick fuck.
It's great, dude. It's educational.
You're poisoning your brain.
No, it's not. It's great. It's wonderful. Dude,
I'm learning how to fight.
No, I was bad. Just like, what if I joined the police force? And I was like, no, I would have no patience. I've just been playing. Dude, you got to play Doom 2016. It's free on Game Pass. It's so fucking good, dude. I'm having such a ball to see time with that. Ball's a good time.
Balls.
It's really good. It's really fun.
I tried to play Wolfenstein because you can download that for free and play it. Dude, as soon as I suck at one moment, I'm like, fuck it, I quit. Like I think it's the opposite of the way I am in life. Like I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but like in real life, I'm like, no, I will fucking figure this out. But like video games, if it's supposed to be recreational, if it gets hard, I'm like, I quit. it's my yin and yang, you know.
I will.
I just won't do it.
What if the kids at school make fun of me? I'll be better at this than I just looked that shit up. I make myself do it. But if I get stuck on a level. But I also been watching. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this stuff on YouTube called Thalassophobia, which I didn't even know was a real thing. Like Thalassophobia horror videos, and then also celestial horror. It's basically.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, it's not about dick sucking, even though that is terrifying. You see a big giant Johnson in your face when you're not ready.
It's not about the pussy, just cockhead.
But I think it's it's being scared of open water, like dark, like if you're out in the middle of the ocean. I think that's what thalassophobia is. But dude, like they made these videos where it's like the bloop, which is this big giant whale creature. Like if you were just floating in the middle of the ocean, this big thing rises up and like looks at you. Dude, it's crazy how much it gets under your skin. And I also been looking at like celestial horror and stuff like that, like shorts. I got into for a few days. I was in nothing but watching like short horror films.
Is that when like men pretend they're women?
Yeah, that's awful.
It used to be. Is that what that word means?
No, that
I hear people get really mad about that.
Yeah, that reminded me of that meme where it was like a scene from Lord of the Rings, and they hear the wraiths screaming in the back in the thing under the tavern, and then Frodo was like, "What are those?" He's like, "They used to be men." But but the shorts are good, huh?
The word phantasmophobia.
That Thalassophobia is the other one too.
Oh, well, that was the game we were going to play the other night. I think it was called Phantophobia, Phantasmophobia.
The game. Yeah. I'm not sure what that one is, but
I looked it up and people were like, it's really hard to figure out. I was like, well, we're out because we're never going to be able to figure out that. By the way, if you guys were not here for Jay's birthday stream last week, he turned 50 and we also played a really fun game called what the fuck? Anemia? Aztecs, but
Egyptian crack. Was what it was called.
Yeah,
the upside down pyramids. I don't know.
It was great though.
Mike's kidding. I turned 65. Can't wait for that retirement.
That's gotta be nice.
Yeah, but that's what I
top 50.
I know. I use mother's milk to keep my skin fresh.
Oh, shit.
No, I turned 41.
A minty is the name of the game.
Yeah, minty. But yeah, I was watching a bunch of horror shorts and stuff. Well, I'm muted, of course, muted and subtitled, even though the captions aren't that great on YouTube.
Just film yourself watching that and then put it on the Patreon. I think that shit would be gold.
No, dude, because I get like my hands get all sweaty because they hate it because I literally fucking mute it, and even then I'm like, oh shit, I have to rewind it now because I don't know I have to hear it.
What's the point of fucking watching it if you mute it?
Because visuals are enough sometimes. I don't need to hear when they're going like a fucking booger monsters in my face.
But aren't you going to make up worse sounds in your fucking head than what's actually coming out of the screen?
No.
You think about that, did you?
It's not true, though.
Oh, hey, thanks, Jim Macker. So we look young as fuck. Anytime someone says something nice like that, it's getting on the main screen.
Thanks, man. It's just all the alcohol keeping our skin pickled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone. That's the secret. Mm-hmm. Do the opposite of what they tell you online, and you're going to be just fine. Where were we? Oh God, Zod.
Well,
Zod. Aging gracefully. It was great timing. Says, and thank you, by the way. Says, editing my Lost Boys video while watching you guys and curious where you guys would rank it among vampire movies.
I think we had. I mean, I think I put Lost Boys pretty high on. We had a vampire tier list or something like that a while ago, and I think it was pretty.
Was that a documentary about like sex trafficking?
What, Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Joe Biden was in charge. That's from what I understand. All the sniffies. No, I had it on my. I think I had it pretty high up there. I don't know. I love Lost Boys. Like as far as vampire movies go, it's one of the best out there.
Well, no, in all seriousness, I do love that movie a lot because it has a really hot dude, sweaty, playing a saxophone.
One of the best sax solos ever.
I tried to get Jay, piece of shit wouldn't go. That dude, I don't know his name, the saxophone dude that looks like Shawn Michaels, or looked like Shawn Michaels back in the day, was playing a boathouse in Cincinnati, which is like 2 hours from us. He was playing a boathouse, like a yacht with a bunch of rich dudes. And I tried to get him and April and Katie to go, and nobody wanted to go with me.
Yeah, because we didn't want to go see. I didn't want to go see it because I felt bad. It was in a Holiday Inn lobby or some shit.
It would have been fucking awesome, dude. It would have been
I know. I felt maybe like two people there, and he'd be like trying to get all sweaty with his man boobs hanging out. And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude." I don't know what to do. It's like
maybe Corey Feldman would have showed up.
Oh God, actually, that'd be worth it then. But yeah, I felt bad. I didn't want to see that shit. I don't know. That's like going to like a one of those like sobriety meetings, and the guy's getting his medal, but nobody showed up, and you feel bad. You're like, oh damn.
I bet it's wonderful. I bet it's a great performance and a great experience. How dare you? How dare you put that man down that way? Jake Davis says after a miserable day at school, it's nice to end the day off with the best on YouTube.
Hey, thanks.
Who are you watching? Can we get the link?
Like probably that old Lee McCoy. Am I right?
It's a good man. The good man, that Lee McCoy. Mm-hmm. Austin, hey, thank you, buddy. Just kidding. Austin says, "Hey, Mike J, what did you think of On My Tits?" No, One More Time Part 2 is what I think he's probably saying. Did you listen?
No, he was asking you.
He said Mike and J.
He said, "Hey, Mike and J."
He said, "Hey." But also, I loved it, dude. I listened to it nonstop. I listened to some of it today, and it's been like 6 months. I still annoy my family and friends with it. So you could say it's actually a sick addiction. But I absolutely think that One More Time Part 2 is right up there with the first part, man. I think it's great. Every song. Like the first one had songs I didn't like Childhood I didn't like, which is rare. I don't like anything that Blink puts out. But yeah, no, I love One More Time Part 2. That was amazing.
I love it too. So
yeah, you would if you take time to listen to it. Okay. So next time I invite you to a listening party where you and I stare into each other's eyes, and I'll tell you what the song means to me.
When I walk in, I can smell those pumpkin spice candles. I know it's on. Party time.
By the way, that's my annoying. Like, it's probably not my only annoying drunk tick, but that's my main annoying drunk tick. Is if I get drunk, I will start to turn on like Blink-182 music videos. And I will want everyone in the room to pay attention to them with me. Like,
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you've watched it happen. I've done it to you before.
I know. And I was like, yeah, it's cool, man. I don't know. And you're like, no, you gotta listen to this part, dude. Yeah, it's like you gotta listen to this part. I was like, I know. He's like, I'm gonna rewind it. I was like, no, you don't have to. He's like, no, I gotta rewind it. I was like, no, dude, I know, I heard it. And you're like, no, but you didn't listen. That part right there. That part. Wait, that part. Like, yeah,
yeah, dude. Well, Andrea stayed the night with us one night. It was just me, her, and Katie sitting up. And they're like, "Yeah, we know." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not taking it in. Like, you gotta take it in. Like, take in the song. You're not paying attention."
Yeah, I've done it before too. It's like, this part's about me. Literally, they wrote it about me. Don't you know?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I always wake up the next day and I'm really ashamed of myself, but I do that. Jake Davis says after a miserable day at school.
Oh, I saw that one.
See, I'm stupid. I read that one, so I apologize. Michael says, thank you, buddy. Says, on the bright side, Kathleen Kennedy is finally leaving Lucasfilms, and I'm hoping they get somebody to make Knights of the Old. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I hope. I personally, I'd be cool to see Jon Favreau take it up take up the mantle, and then cast Keanu Reeves. You know, like sometimes you start saying things and your mouth gets away from you before your brain has fully functioned and said what you wanted to say. And then anyway, it doesn't matter. I think you're right, Michael, and I think that's exactly what they should do. Knights of the Old Republic should be the first project under a new leadership.
D-Land, what's in my cup is, if you have to ask, you can't.
I love caffeine.
It's a little bit of Maker's Mark and Ale-8, but here's the thing: I'm a healthy person, so it's caffeine free.
Ah, I see.
It's caffeine free. You know, I had 3 cups of coffee today. I edited for fucking 8 straight hours today. I had 3 to 4 cups of coffee and 2 Diet Cokes, and I was like, you know what? I think my heart's stopping, and I'm dying, like literally right now in this restaurant. So I decided to stop. No. JT Owsley with the newest chapter in the story of him trying to bang his mother.
There it is.
My 6-year-old boss has become more assertive lately. I keep forgetting to do one important task, and she said, if they pop me, I'm gonna pop you. But little does she know, I'm popping my mom tonight.
Jesus,
I wish you still had that Zoom thing on your camera, so you could just be like, you know, like I'm popping my mom tonight.
JT,
I'm popping my mom tonight.
Not me. I'm not doing it. Holy fuck! You know what? You're gonna go down as the greatest author in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely Alabama.
With the
and listen,
Mississippi.
If you would it help if Jay and I came over and popped your mom and you just watched?
At first, when he was talking about his 6-year-old boss was talking about that, I was like, "You're just describing Horrible Bosses Part 4." And then he's like, "I'm fucking my mom though." I'm like, I see. So you throw a little grunge in there.
Yeah. For those of you who are new here, JT is working through some stuff. JK says Slenderman Mount Rushmore of
yeah, the Mount Rushmore of WCW. Let me see here. First, I'm going to go ahead and put Ric Flair up there. Proud of King. Much better. No. Hold your this. No. Macho Man Randy Savage, even though he came in later on, he still was something special. Then you're going to have Sting as well. You got to have Sting from the Rafter Sting. And then, I think we're going to go ahead and put, we don't really know who else me gonna put for me last spot. We have to think about that, JK. Thank you so much. I really couldn't think of one.
Storm. I know Jay was drinking diet soda. Did you decide not to have any?
No, I'm just spacing it out a little bit.
Thinking about it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna definitely partake. I'm just gonna space it out a little bit.
I brought that up because I texted Jay earlier when I was eating dinner, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm drinking apple juice tonight, and Shay goes, yeah, I don't have any. I texted back, and I said,
well, I didn't know.
Well, go get some, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, then Mike thought I was mad or something because he's like, I was just kidding, dude. I was like, I know. I wasn't mad about it. I set the phone down to come in here and work to make sure the mic was working and stuff. Then I looked at my phone. I was like, I know that. I was like, I wasn't like mad that you said just go get some, weirdo. Like I know, like I was, but I forgot that I'd already had some in the refrigerator.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually think you were mad. I reread my text. You didn't answer for a couple minutes, and I was like, maybe that came off as like kind of dickish.
No,
so I was like, because my literal text was, well, go get something, you fucking weirdo. And then I responded, I was like, I mean, if you want to, like,
yeah,
it was like, I don't care if you do or not, but like if you want, because you were just like, I want to, but I don't have any. I was like, well, they have these things called gas stations. And they sell.
It didn't come across like, fuck you fucking loser. I guess I'll just drink all alone. You could be the sober. No, I know. No. That's why I didn't. I was like, I literally set my phone down to come work on the mic, and then I saw it. I'm like, I'm not mad.
Yeah, no,
but that's the weird thing too. By the way, that happens. I think that gets so many people in trouble, not only in text messages, but on Facebook or whatever or Twitter. Is the way you word shit. You may not mean it that way, you know, like but the way it comes across. And some people they misinterpret what you're saying. That shit happens all the time, dude.
Yeah, no, it does happen all the time, and that's why I'm always like reticent to be like, "Hey, I was just kidding, by the way, just you know, it was a joke." But no, it maybe because like I'm home alone tonight. I got the house to myself, so I'm gonna be pleasuring myself in the kitchen, all over. And I'm joking, by the way. Why is it though? Like in all seriousness, whenever a dude is home alone and like has the house to himself, it's like that joke in old school where the guy's like, "Have fun at Hooters," and he's like, "We're actually not going to Hooters." He's like, "Yeah, sure, you're not going to Hooters."
Yeah, Frank. Everybody knows you had a good time.
Yeah, but whenever you're home alone, everybody's like, "Have fun jerking off all around the house." You're like, I mean, I don't. Perfectly, I like to jerk off in the same space I always jerk off. Like I don't feel the need to exhibitionist my jerking around the home when people aren't home. Like I'm just gonna do the same thing I do every night.
There's a reserved spot for the jerking off situations. I usually just clean.
Yeah. No, you clean when you're by yourself?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird, actually.
I like doing it. I don't know.
I like clean like in the daytime, but like if I have the house to myself, like I'm not.
Well, you make it sound like I'm major pain. Like he's like, "What do you do for fun?" It's like sometimes I like to hang upside down and take apart my gun and put it back together really fast until my nose stops to bleed. Now, that'd be weird. I don't know. I just clean. I guess it's a nervous energy thing. I just like clean. I'll sweep one section. Like, oh, now I've done it. Now I got to sweep over here. Now I got to mop. Now I got a Lysol wipe. Now I got to clean toilets.
I just do that in the daytime when I'm alone. But like,
I get more done if it's just I don't know. I don't know.
What I did because I was home alone. My wife's in Vegas on a work trip. She's in Las Vegas, and mother-in-law is watching the kids tonight. So it's just me in case anyone wants to come over and wrestle.
So I'm not gonna think you gay or anything.
I'm only talking to Jay. I was only talking. No one else show up. No one else show up. But no, that always cracks me up because I've heard that joke be made of this. Like, I bet he's just whacking off, not about me, but about like neighbors and shit. They're like, I bet he's just jacking it all over the house. It's like, why would he be doing that? He's a grown ass man. Like he could just jack it.
I do this weird thing too. Either the cleaning could be weird, but I also sometimes I'll put the music on really loud and like, I pretend that I'm in a movie and the music's like the background, and I just like walk around thinking that I'm in the movie, like I'm in a scene. I shouldn't be telling you this out loud at all, but I am. It's fine. It's already out of my lips now.
Like your risky business.
I don't do kind of like it, but like this. What I remember, like I think it was like last week or a couple weeks ago. I was here by myself because April was working inventory, so I was here pretty much for the night alone. I sat in the chair, and Buster was sitting on the couch, and I had the Batman like that. I had the Danny Elfman, and I was pretending that I was Michael Keaton sitting there in Batman Returns when it goes, and then the lights hit him, and he does that eyebrow raise, and then he stands up. I don't know. This is getting really stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like, when my wife was out, I got my toys out and played.
I know it's fair. I will. I mean, I won't do that necessarily when I'm cleaning, but I will like today. Like I turned up. Like I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna turn my music as loud as I want.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna play music as loud as I want to in the house. But then like things kept coming up, and I like errands, like responsibilities, and I was like, I can't listen to my music as loud as I want to. This is upsetting.
It's fun times when you're older.
Hey, I have a Ring doorbell. All right, so if anybody shows up trying to fuck me, my wife's gonna see it. All right, so don't. I mean, don't anyways. But even if you did, she would know. I could see you all thinking it.
Maybe someone will be really nice and send you pizza.
No, because that'll fucking happen, dude.
I know
that's happened before. I think they stopped. We got less popular and they stopped fucking with us, which is nice.
Yeah, they're like, these guys are fucking losers. Like I'm wasting my trolling ability on them.
Do you remember that the first time that happened? We were live streaming and someone got the address and sent a pizza to my house, and the guy was like, "Well, I mean." I told him the Papa John's guy was at the house. We're in the middle of the live stream. Yeah. Papa John's guy knocks, and my dogs like they both go crazy and try to like eat alive anyone who comes to the door. So like the dogs go crazy. We got the dogs put away, and the guy's like, "Hey, I got this pizza for you." We're like, "We didn't order pizza." He's like, "Well, is this your address?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well," and I was like, "I mean, we didn't order it though." He's like, "Well, I have it, so I don't know what you want me to do."
But I'm here.
So. Yeah, I was like, "What's on the pizza?" He was like, jalapeno, this, that, or whatever. I was
that sounds good.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds pretty good to me right now. Let me just give you some cash and just take the pizza from you. And then I took the pizza into the live stream and ate it. I was like, thanks for the pizza, you fucking assholes. I was hungry.
Yeah.
And then like for like fucking 3 months in a row, every time we would have like a celebrity like on the show, they would find their address too. And then I'd get a text after someone was on the show, be like, dude, why do you think that these pizzas just arrived at my fucking house? I was like, I'm sorry, dude. Like someone's
I do remember that now.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. They did it to Tim Wagner, the author of Halloween Kills. He texted me or he emailed after the show and was like, yeah, someone just sent me a pizza. I was like, I'm sorry, dude.
Pizza Bandit strikes again.
Because like I had to call every fucking pizza place in town and be like, if we don't pay for it, don't bring it to the fucking house, because it was happening constantly.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
No.
Crazy times. Good times. Not great times. Actually, that made me really mad. But no, JK says Wahlberg, Mount Rushmore of Attitude Era. Oh, I see what you're saying there. That's a lot to tackle. That's a lot to take on.
You could get two of them down real quick.
You fucking went. You went. I'm gonna have to go with the Ultimate Warrior, because that's what I am when I see a Puerto Rican on my street with beer. I just turn into the fucking Ultimate Warrior and I start grabbing the ropes and fucking start doing this shit like this. But otherwise, I'm gonna go Hulk Hogan, because he's very racist, and so am I. I'm friends with Mel Gibson. Everybody knows that Mel Gibson's racist, just like me. Sting. I like the way Sting hangs out in the Raptors. I can't.
No, dude, it's the Attitude Era. Like Stone
Cold.
The
Attitude Era. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go Stone Cold. Stone Cold is one of the best. I like the way that he ran out of the thing. It was like he was a fucking silverback gorilla just running around. Like his brother's doing crack, and he's got a big boxing match coming up. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love The Rock. I like The Rock a lot. I'm gonna go. I can't continue to do it. I would go Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock,
Shawn Michaels.
Was Shawn Michaels in the Attitude Era technically? Because he started with that. So yeah, definitely Shawn Michaels. I love him very, very much. And obviously, I'm gonna go Goldust, because I love men that are dressed up in
I'd go with all of them, because I put Triple H up there too.
Oh, I can't. No, Triple H was always
time to play the game. What?
I hated X-Pac. Booker T. Is Booker T? I can't go Mount.
Booker T was in the WCW during the
Eddie Guerrero.
I think Eddie Guerrero was in the WCW.
Great. I think he made his way over a little bit.
No, he did after. I don't know. I don't remember what the Attitude Era was like. 98 to like 2000. I don't remember.
Thank you, Mind the Gap. Mankind's got to be in there. Mankind.
Undertaker. Oh man.
Undertaker. I think I'm just gonna go with his. I'm just gonna steal his. Yeah, I'm just gonna steal yours. Sorry, that was
to be fair. I wasn't. Well, no, I wasn't. We weren't really watching the. Oh, I wasn't. I wasn't watching the Attitude Era back then. I was watching the Monday Nitro with the NWO and stuff. I
tried to watch, bro, and I'll never like the WWE WWF got too dirty for me even as a kid. I was like, this gross. That dude's coming all over his legs and shit, and they're pretending like the lotion was cum. I was like, this is actually like my parents, because I used to always have to talk my dad into letting me watch it on Monday nights because it starts late. So like I always had to have like and he's like this. He would just literally stand behind me and ruin the whole experience. Like, this is so stupid. I don't know why he watches it. You're such an idiot. I'm so disappointed in you as a child.
Because I need a role model that's an actual man, Dad.
It's not fun to watch that when someone's doing that over your shoulder. So, but yeah.
Luckily, Mom left me alone. She'd be like, JT, it's time for bed. So soon. I got an hour left.
Yeah, I'm definitely WCW guy over WWE.
Yeah, I was too.
I'm with you on that. Oh my God. I'm sorry, JK. I wish I could have done that better. Wahlberg's not on tonight. Adrian said, you ever seen Fangoria's Chainsaw Award, started in 1992, which celebrates the best in horror film TV with cool categories like Best FX Kill. I've seen the results. I've never actually watched the show. I didn't know they did a show.
That sounds cool though.
Yeah, I do love Fangoria. Fangoria's dope as fuck, man. Been around for a long ass fucking time.
I gotta hold on. I gotta go pee again. I got like a fucking kidney infection or something going on.
I hope you don't die. Okay.
I will.
I hope you die. Oh, me, Austin. Best Green Day album. Thoughts on the Monkey? So Jay didn't love the Monkey. He gave it a 6. He's wrong, and that's why I don't have a penile infection like he does, where I have to pee so much, because sometimes your taste in movies is so bad, you get a penis infection. And that's what happened to Jay. And that's why I'm here alone right now. And he's not here, because he has a penis infection. It has nothing to do with the hookers that he sleeps with and murders and then puts in his trunk. But no, listen, Austin, my favorite Green Day. I love Green Day. One of my favorite bands of all time. I know a lot of people don't like them because they got political or whatever. I really don't. I thought American Idiot, political album, still fucking one of the best of their careers. Like, whatever. Say what you believe. I'm down for that. But the best is absolutely Dookie. I hate to be like that, like traditionalist story, but like Dookie's the best. I mean, that was when I first got my car, I had that on cassette, and just over and over again, you know, even the very from the first chord to the last, that entire album. I declare I don't care no more. The fucking perfect album all the way through and through. But I love almost every Green Day albums. I even like Shenanigans, which was absolute dog shit in most people's eyes. I enjoyed it. The only ones I didn't like were 21st Century Breakdown. I think that was the name of the album and the song. I didn't love that one because it felt like a watered down American Idiot for sure. I wasn't crazy about the Unicorn one they did, like Fuck All or whatever it was called. But other than that, I pretty much like everything Green Day's put out, man. Like even their softer shit, like Warning and all that. I love them. I listen to it constantly. And I even like the new shit. I do. Luke Weber says, "Hi, gay boys." You know it. I said, "Keep me entertained while I'm driving the semi at work." What is that? You cranking the back to the wieners. Mike, tie your shoelaces, please. Oh, God, dude. Luke, the shoelace guy. It's been forever since we've heard that. It's nice to see you again. It's nostalgic. Luke wants us to tie our shoelaces. Jay, you're perfect. He wants to kiss you.
You're beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just the queen.
Oh yeah. You could be a drag princess. I can live with that. No, dude, Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. It's so good, dude. Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo. They're all drag queens. But there's one scene specifically where John Leguizamo's mad because she's like, "You're not a drag queen yet. You have to earn points to be a drag queen." And they were like giving her this whole like spiel about not being a drag queen. And then they pull over. She's like, "Okay, that's it. Let me out the car." And then she like runs away. And then Wesley Snipes like, "Oh, you better get it." And he's like, "Fine." Patrick Swayze's like, "Fine. You can be a drag princess." He's like, "I can live with that." He goes, I got more legs than a bucket of chicken. Dude, it's one of the best movies of all time, dude. I swear to God, that's a hilarious
I need to
movie.
rewatch it. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I love the music video that's on my TV right now. It's a band called Electric Callboy. You actually do like Electric Callboy is the fucking. I think it was actually made for you and me because it goes from like boy band shit to like heavy metal shit. My buddy Ryan at volleyball told me about him, and like, oh, dude, I can't explain it. Like, you just have to listen to him. It's like weird EDM shit, and then it goes into like super like kind of boy bandy shit, but then they're like, rah, 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 like fucking goes. It's weird. It's fucking wild. Adrian says Super Bowl 60 halftime show. My early potential headliners are Miley Cyrus, Oasis, Sabrina Carpenter, Christina Aguilera. My vote is with the Foo Fighters. No more rap though.
Yeah, I agree with I actually, it was funny, dude, because I actually was talking to Cody about potential Super Bowl. I mentioned Foo Fighters, and he's like, "Dude, you know what would be crazier? Because Nirvana is back. What if they did a Nirvana
Foo
not.
Fighters show?" Don't say that shit to me. No,
I thought they were. I thought Nirvana was like touring again or something, or they were getting ready to tour.
They might end up doing that, but Post Malone did a show with Nirvana, and I just want to say right now that I fucking hate it. Like, I hate to be a hater, but I fucking hate it. I think Kurt Cobain would have fucking hated Post Malone doing the band.
Like, I don't know.
That's I hate.
I just heard that they were touring again, but imagine if Foo Fighters and then did it, and then you have Dave Grohl could do both. I mean, he could. That'd be a kind of a cool idea.
If it wasn't Post Malone as the singer, like Kurt would have wanted a newcomer. He would have wanted someone disenfranchised. He wouldn't wanted some dude who just jumps around genres like a dirty face tattooed whore. So I hate Post Malone doing it, but I think Jesus Christ, Miley Cyrus would be so bad. Oasis, it's more of a British thing, right? But Jay-Z's running all that shit, so you're not going to get. I think we're going to deal with hip hop for a long time, or R&B at least. But it
would be great to see if the Gallagher brothers try to stab each other with their guitars in the middle of a set.
Oasis would be, as far as Super Bowl goes, I'm not a big Oasis guy, but that one song, "Don't Look Back in Anger," would be fucking dope to see that one. I do love that song, but It always reminds me to get him to the Greek. You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
clap. But
I just know that
Carpenter's hot.
Wonderwall. That's all I know. That's literally all I know. Man. I probably know other Oasis songs, but that's the only one I could think of.
I honestly, dude, I'm going to say this, and I know everybody's going to poo-poo me for it, but Blink-182 should get the halftime show because, like, they're the perfect band for it. I mean, they've been around for a long enough time. They have a big enough of a following. They have tons of songs. They can play hit after hit after hit. I think Blink-182 would be absolutely perfect. I also think Green Day. I know people don't like the political leanings of that, so I get that. Benny's right though. Creed would be fucking amazing.
I think Creed would be the best. That's who I would pick. 100%.
Creed would be so fucking great as well. But you're right. I think it'll probably be someone like Sabrina Carpenter, which I like Sabrina Carpenter. I like her just fine. Like, I think I love Espresso, dude. I can jam to that shit.
It was really cool when she was a teenage witch, but I'm not sure about her music now.
I just got that, but just like, it's really cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like, dude, I was like, I don't even have kids, and those dad jokes are just fucking bulleting out of my butthole. It's crazy.
I gotta change my bottle. I gotta change my bootery. It's at, by the way, thank you, Adrian, by the way. It's at Jay Garza at 749. 749, check out that.
All right, Jay Garza.
But don't look back in anger.
Jay Garza, thank you so much. Says R.I.P. Michelle T. She was awesome in Eurotrip. That's literally, I know that she was in Buffy and stuff, but that's where I remember her from. Y'all boys check out the teaser trailer for Bring Her Back. Same team that did Talk to Me. I maybe we did. I don't know if we did or not, but I'll ask Mike. I can't remember. It doesn't strike a fancy with me as far as my memory bells, but maybe we did. But yeah, dude, that Michelle, I hate when I say like I knew her, but yeah, I remember her in Eurotrip. That movie is still fucking so good, dude. Underrated as shit. Eurotrip. You made out with your own sister. Here's a fun fact. But yeah, R.I.P. Really awful way to go, and really young too. But thank you, man. Michael Parton says, I hope they don't make James Bond Jr. movie. Oh, dude, that would fucking suck. And they already kind of did that. You guys remember that movie called If Looks Could Kill? That was kind of like James Bond Jr.
Uzi. You're a shotgun. Bang. What's up with
Jesus
that thing? I'm really white. How does it hang? Tiny.
Yeah. I'm coming to the light, Mom. But thank you, Michael. Yeah, I don't want to see like that. Yeah, I don't want a James Bond Jr. Movie. I don't want like a spinoff with Moneypenny. I don't want any of that shit. No, just give us a cool James Bond movie. There you go. Joe Valentine from Mike.
Green Day is making a bio movie. Your thoughts? I love it, dude. I'm reading a book right now. It's actually right here. That's not that. It's this one. I read a lot of books because I'm so smart. No, I'm reading a book called Sell, and it's literally the story of Green Day, like when they got signed or whatever. It's one of the bands in there. But dude, their story is crazy. And when you look at Woodstock and what happened with that shit and how crazy it was, Green Day would make for a great fucking movie. And I just hope it's not this like what they did with Bob Dylan, like some fucking just like watered down shit. I think it'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
The next one's for you.
Jay, my wife wants to know how many apple juices you had before your birthday stream. We got a bet going now. Well, considering it was my 41st birthday, I had 41 beers. That's what we did. No, I didn't have as many as I thought. It was like 10. Mm-hmm. 10 or 11. But I was trashed. I was like, I'm gonna get out of here. I was so trash, dude. I don't know why I was so trash. I was just out of it.
Dude, on the scale of wasted times that you've left my house, that doesn't crack the top 100.
No,
like, you were like, we're gonna get out of here. I was like,
no, but I felt dude, because I felt my legs going.
Like, I
felt wobbly. Maybe I don't know what it was, but dude, when I walked into the apartment, I fell down like Jim Carrey after he got robbed. I was like, oh, like I just fell down. I crawled to the bedroom, dude.
To be fair, I was very hungover the next day. So
yeah, but I'd only had 10, and I was like, I don't know what it was.
10.
Well, I think I chugged them too fast or something. But whatever it was, dude, I could not. I was like, they're fucking like one of those like blow up dolls that they try to sell automobiles on the side of the road with the wind hitting it. I was doing that like floppy shit. I couldn't. I don't know what it was. It's like I was very ashamed of myself. I was like, I felt bad too because I wanted to stay and hang out, and I was like, I can't stand here anymore. I felt weird.
I was good, dude. I went to bed. I had like one more beer after you left. Went to bed, but it's just funny as fuck that you were like, I only had 10. I don't know what was wrong.
Well, usually my tolerance level is a little high.
I know,
but it's just it wasn't working with me that night. I felt like Rocky Balboa. Yeah. I felt like I got beat down by Ivan. It's not. I felt.
I'm just saying.
I literally took a shower, dude. Like, and I got home, I was like that. I was like, I gotta take a shower, and I felt like fucking Rocky Balboa. And she was like, Adrian, I gotta go to the hospital. Like I was like yelling for April to come in there and talk to me because I think I was having like maybe it was a panic attack or something.
Well, and to be fair, Jay's 10 is you got to consider this. These are light beers. These are water beers. So
I'm not like I mean I am a functioning alcoholic, but not like I wasn't slamming back goddamn like fireball shots or something and like mixing it with like Modelo.
Oh, dude, I was at fucking volleyball last night, and the bartenders there are amazing. They're all night. Like a lot of you guys who met with us at Scarefest know how great they are. But this one girl, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what the fucking disconnect was, but we just got done playing. I was covered in sand and sweat and shit. I was like bleeding. Like it was a rough one. But like I was standing there and I was ordering a drink, and I was like, "Can I have a Cuervo club soda and lime?" Right. And by the way, let me preface what I just said about my wife being in Vegas and my mother-in-law having the kids. I've had the kids all week while she's in Vegas. I'm not like, well, I can't watch the kids by myself. All right. She's watching them tonight.
Did someone mention something?
No. I was just, I realized
about that.
Well, no, you got some dads just like, oh, you can't watch. I've had my kids to myself all week, got them to school on time. Everything's fine. I'm a very aware and proper father. I'm just saying that. It's for me. But no, but she offered to watch them tonight and we're doing the stream. So it's like perfect. But last night, I did have a babysitter come over so I could do the volleyball game, and I had 2 drinks, while I was there. So, but I went up to order the drink after the game, and I was like, I have a Cuervo club soda and lime. And she goes, so you want like a shot of Cuervo and then like a club soda and lime? I was like, no, I want just together. And she was like, I can pour it in it if you want. And I was like, no, that's I was like, that's a mixed drink, like a mixed drink. She goes, okay. And then she brings me a shot and then a glass. And I like looked at her and I picked up the shot and I poured it in. And I was like, what is going on right now? Like, I'm so confused.
Make it yourself, bitch. She's like, I don't have time. So that's why I make my shit simple. I don't know any of those fancy ass drinks. I was like, can I get a Michelob Ultra? They're like, I didn't know we served pussies this early. I was like, no.
Well, no, normally I'll get a bucket of Busch Light.
Serving one now, you fucking whore. Get it to me.
Normally I'll get a bucket of Busch Light, but I had to go home. So, but no, anyways.
No, that only happened once where I ordered a beer and the guy was like, "Oh, you want something else to go with that water?" I was like, "Huh? Does your wife know that you have a small penis? I bet she does." I was like, why are you gonna like dog shit on me? You gotta make my light shine lower to make yourself shine bright? Shut the fuck up.
Jake, it sounds like a pop song. Jake Garza says,
I read that one.
My bad. You're skipping all around. You read Michael's too.
Yeah, I got Michael's and Joe and Nighttime.
You got Nighttime?
No, I haven't got Nighttime.
Oh. How do you think Donald Pleasance would react if he was stuck at the DMV for 5 hours straight trying to get some assistance from workers, but being ignored, not as Loomis from Halloween, just as himself? Like, how do you think?
I think Donald Pleasance probably to be honest, he seemed like a pretty stand-up guy. I think he would just like mumble under his breath about the incompetence of American workers and what a bastard fucking corporation it is running the DMV, and then just go about it. Like, I don't know. I think he'd be fine.
Yeah, like I think he if you listen to Donald Pleasance talk, he's very much seemed like a kindred spirit to John Carpenter's, that he would tell you the truth. He'd probably
they asked him.
Yeah, this is a shitty ran business here, but I appreciate your work today. Yeah. Like that kind of thing. He probably called Dojan, we didn't get Dojan here.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't want to say anything, but that Elon Musk guy might be onto something. Maybe he needs to audit.
Give me a cut. Hey, send me 5 bullet points of what you did at work. People freaking out about that. Like, I cannot stand Elon Musk. Like, honestly, God, everything the guy says, I'm like, God, I just want to smash. It's like that thing in Step Brothers. Like, I just want to punch a hole through your face. But also, it's like, on the other hand, people like, oh my God, I can't believe he asked them. It's thick. I can't believe he asked them to say what they were doing at work. I feel like triggered right now. I'm like, we don't have to blow everything up into this existential fucking crisis, guys. That's why nobody listens to you, because you make every fucking thing to be a mountain.
It's like Mike Tyson, dude. It's like that when he's like, you can't talk like that, Mike. When he was giving that name, he was like, if you don't like it, turn off your station. If you don't like it, turn off your station. He's like, all right, Mike, we'll let you go. It's like, fuck you. Just if you don't like it, turn off your station. Just turn off your station.
Gold Gale says, "Sup, guys? Cold ton." Daredevil Born Again is around the corner. Around the bend, the convenience stores of Speedway. I know the Affleck version got a lot of hate, but it's nostalgic for me. One of the first movies I've seen in theaters. Badass soundtrack, too.
Amazing soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. I gave my life away. I was like, if I ever go blind, I want to fold my money just like that. But I want the superpowers to go along with it and the bod that Ben Affleck had. But yeah, I agree. I think that Daredevil, as far as with Ben Affleck starring, you know what, to be honest, the movie sucked. I understand people didn't like it, and they really missed the mark with Colin Farrell. You had Colin fucking Farrell do as Bullseye, and it was awful. I never miss. Ugh. And like fingering his forehead was dumb as shit. But you had Michael Clark Duncan, who was a great Kingpin. And you know, like you mentioned, a badass soundtrack. But yeah, it missed the mark on a lot of things. But Daredevil Born Again is going to be. I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like I agree with you, man. Like Daredevil is I'm not saying it's extremely watchable, but I have fond memories of it as well. Like there's a lot of shitty superhero movies that came out back then that I actually enjoy. Like Punisher Warzone had cool moments in it. Yeah. Little movies like that when they hadn't quite figured out a formula, it was fun because you got to go to a movie not knowing exactly what it was going to look like and exactly what it was going to feel like because they had the same dude Feige running everything. That was a fun time, I think. And again, like you said, amazing soundtrack. See Either, Hang On, fucking great. That song got me laid. I was in a band, and a girl came to see us, and we played that song. She was like, "That was fucking hot." And I was like, "Yeah."
You know, it's one. I don't know. I wonder if I don't know if he's ashamed of it or not. Ben Affleck with that movie. I don't know. I know that Ryan Reynolds. I don't know if they mentioned about why they couldn't get Ben Affleck to be a cameo in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I don't know if it was because of Jennifer Garner, or if it just was he's like, I'm not doing that shit ever again. Like that shit scares me.
Yeah, I think Affleck's just been burned so many times by the superhero stuff, so I don't blame him. But no, there's stuff in that movie that's indefensible, like the playground fight that they had. You know, like holy shit, like that was terrible. But there's some good shit.
Hey Ben, I could see you have a boner because that's your future wife. You know, I mean, no, yeah, but you know, the moments that were really bad, but the moments that were really good. That's how I look at that movie.
Yeah, totally agree with you. And again, great soundtrack. Adrian, I think Smile Empty Soul's on that soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken. Adrian says, what is RF Bobby? What is RFK's oh shit. Is that what you're saying? Top 5 WCW taxes? I wish you
that's what I think it is.
I wish you spoke on a topic that I actually do because I don't know the tags, but I like the deal Dead on Arrival is really good. You know, Shannon Kelly, I was eating some pizza rolls. I was like, these are healthy, but I really like the pizza roll. But if you watch Dead on Arrival, it's a good. I can't think of any other.
Come on, yeah, you do like, yeah, you can. Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat was great. I don't remember. I don't remember the tag teams that way. Give me another.
I think Harlem Heat, Legion. I don't know.
Legion of Doom. That's what I was thinking.
Well, the Legion of Doom was WWF. I don't know if they came into WCW during that time. No, they did. They did. No, they did. The Road Warriors. They were the four horsemen. With Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and all them. Not Demolition because they were WWF.
Yeah. I really like DDP. It kind of the Nirvana song. It's a really good song. It's Nirvana. It smells like Teen Spirit. It wasn't their version of the song, but it was a pretty good song. It was Nirvana smells like Teen Spirit. It was pretty good.
You sound like Jolly Good. It was like, I'm in the mood to scab simply because I can.
Oh God, I'm gonna look back at that and be like, I could have done that so much better. Great question though. Hit me up at another date for a better one. All right, where were we? Thank you, Moto. Thank you,
Adrian.
Adrian. I'm having a stroke, and I love you all, and I'm gonna die soon. Gary B says, "Get it up." You know why, Jay? This dude's still alive, you piece of shit.
Why don't you just take your excitement somewhere else, Gary, and stop shoving it in my fucking face?
But he said, "But Turd says, hey, my little Brussels sprouts." Quick question: am I the only one who thinks that they will die when a beefy log splashes commode water back up to the evil eyes of the Ron? Tell me it'll all be okay, Richard.
Oh, dude, it's the worst feeling of all time, dude. That is the worst feeling when you have that little splash of duty water hit your old brown hole. That is the worst feeling. You're like, dude, it's like you levitate off the toilet, off the commode.
It's just like you call it the evil eye of Saran.
It is the evil eye of Saran. You never look at it directly. Yeah, dude. That stank hole gets a little wet from that toilet water. You're like, holy shit. It's the worst feeling. Especially when you drop a big deuce and it goes bloop and you feel that right up in your hole.
That honestly doesn't happen to me a lot, to be honest with you. I guess I don't have powerful enough of a rectum.
Dude, I've had some Titan shits, like Titan logs come out, and they're like they feel like they weigh like concrete.
I moved weird earlier when I was taking a shit. I moved weird, and I felt like something dislodged up here, and then it went straight out of my ass, and I was like, I'm dying. I'm literally dying right now. That's way too much information. But no, here's a question for you though. It's good. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot what I was going to say. But do you remember in a shitty movie? But it was Johnny Depp. What was that fucking movie with Johnny Depp where he was like, oh my god, Mordecai? I think it was Mordecai or Inspector fucking
Is it Sweeney Todd? Sweeney Todd's
no
barbershop?
No, like nobody watched the piece of shit, but like it made me laugh because he had a sidekick. And he was always like super shitty to the sidekick, but they'd be riding around on a scooter, and then Johnny Depp's like silly character would be like, "Tell me it'll all be okay."
Was it Lone Ranger?
No, you're thinking of the cannibal guy.
I thought Johnny Depp.
I think he might have been in that. He might have been in that movie. Fuck, I don't remember. But you guys really? He's like, "Tell me it'll all be okay with the card" or some shit like that. No one knows. Fuck me.
I don't know. I really don't.
Fuck me with the sport. It's gonna be fun. Mota. Beautiful human being. Says Home Alone, huh? Jay, get the camera. Come on over.
It's already on mic. Let's see what he does.
Jay just turned 41. It's time for colonoscopy. I'm your man.
Ready for fingerprinting?
Dookie! Always good to see Dookie Blair in here. Says I was named after that album. Love you, bro.
Hey, cool. Dookie. Green Day.
That makes sense.
Yep. There you go.
Were you really? That's not your real name's not Dookie though. Like I always thought that was like an alias,
a nickname.
If your name's actually Dookie, that's fucking dope, especially if it's based on that. Rob Bark says you guys watch the Oscars on Sunday. Predictions on winners. My ass is my predictions.
I'd rather watch fucking paint dry on a goddamn barn in the middle of Arkansas. No, I'd actually forgot about it. I don't even know like I think we read about like the nominees, but
is that this Sunday or next Sunday?
I think it's this Sunday.
Because I've always had a dream, Jay, and no. Okay, so we could do this. No, we could do this because it's not till March 10th. It's not March 10th. I've always had a dream of Jay and I live streaming the Oscars and just making fun of everyone the entire time. Like, it's on Sunday night, March the 10th. Our schedule in March is crazy because we got a bunch of dance competitions. They're my dance competitions. I dance. That's not true. But if that's possible, dude, I would love to get together in the same room and do a live commentary of the Oscars and just make fun of how inept and fucking disconnected all these people are. But also, we've not seen any of the fucking movies. So
yeah, we could be haughty about it. We're like, what an absolute disgraceful piece of shit movie to be there, even close to the. I don't know. There's all
Mordecai, by the way. Hell yeah,
that's the name of the movie.
Yeah,
Mordecai. Okay. Yeah, I'd be doing it. We would just play the game. Who's gonna die of alcohol poisoning the quickest or the first?
Would you guys watch that? By the way, if we did an Oscar stream, would you guys tune in to watch it with us and we can make fun of it together? We'd have to figure that out, but I think that could be a really good time. We couldn't show it, obviously, but
well, that might be some people get mad because like, I want to see it.
Like, you've never seen it. Miss this house and miss that house. Come after you, Robin. You may have started something. A fire beneath. JK says, in all honesty, though, WWE Ruthless Aggression era from 2002 to 2008 clears Monday Night Wars. Not gonna lie. Also, Mike, I watched Bruiser. Very fun movie. Thank you, dude. It's fucking great. I've been trying to tell people to watch that shit.
I don't know, man. Ruthless Aggression clearing it on the Monday Night Wars for a while. See, dude, for me, I'd be definitely WWE kicked the shit out of WCW after like what was it, 83 weeks with WCW being number one in that time frame. But what made WCW so special during that time is like the NWO, the leg drop from Hulk Hogan on Macho Man. I think the most significant moment in wrestling history. I swear to God, the Sting Crow thing was amazing. I feel like for the 83 weeks that WCW was on top, like I feel like that was like the pinnacle of wrestling, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree with that. That was everybody, dude. It was the big, like everybody at school. That's all they talked about. That's all anybody cared about. Yeah, it's huge,
and it was so fucking smart, dude. To be honest, how Eric Bischoff handled it. The idea that They couldn't say Razor Ramon, but Scott Hall coming in and working his way through the crowd, and it really did look like WWF was invading. And then you had, Nash showing up, and it was Diesel, but you're not allowed to say Diesel, so they started using real name. I mean, I don't know, and they did it live too, which was crazy.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy because like if watch the Vince McMahon documentary, if you guys haven't seen it, Jay and I reviewed it on a live stream, but it really details that entire time so well. It talks about the WCW and the wars, the Nitro Wars, and all that shit. It was so really good, like really amazing. Good. Motionless Zombie, good to see you, my friend. Zombie, says, hey fellas, hey Mike, have you checked out the Louder Than Life music lineup? You guys are so lucky to be getting that festival in July. Dude, I'll be honest with you, I never ever do the festivals anymore. I just feel like I'm too old. It is here, but it's so expensive still, and I don't mind to travel for a great festival or a great show or whatever, but I never do them. Like, I've never been to Louder Than Life. We went to Rock on the Range, me and Katie did, in the initial year it came to Columbus, the first year, and it's just so complicated. And like when I go see a show, like I want to have a good time. Like I like to go to smaller clubs and shit and like see a show, get in the front, watch a couple bands, have a party, go home. Well, Jay's gone. But like when you do the festival, it's just so complicated. You got to get in this part of the line. You go to see that band. You got to do all this. And you just end up exhausted and not having that fun of a time. Maybe I'm just an old fuck, that could be it. I want to have that personal experience with the band when I go see it. That just sounds dumb as shit, I know. Nighttime said, man, I just learned the Sublime singer passed way back. I never looked into them until now and watched the Santeria video. That shit's sad. Dude, that's a sad story. He put out so many good songs. We were going to go see Blink at a festival in Alabama, and Sublime was going to be there with his son singing for them. But no, that song, that album, they had an album that was so fucking good. That was like a part of my youth that I listened to a lot. I think it was like a greatest hits-ish type of thing. But yeah, fucking Santeria is a great song. I've tried to do that at karaoke and it's so bad. But it's still such a great song. Brad Ferguson, what's up, guys? Y'all should play The Quarry next time. It's $8 on CD keys, which you can redeem on them. I think Jay's played The Quarry is the thing. So the reason that it worked so good with the game we played last time with Alium or whatever the fuck it was called is because it was super simple and you could jump right into it without knowing how to play it or anything. We've tried it on a couple of Patreon streams. We've tried to play games and had so much fucking trouble trying to figure them out. You know how it is like when you play board games with someone and nobody knows the rules. So you get like 30 minutes of drunk people trying to learn how to play. Oh God, making fun of RFK just fucked my shit up. That's true karma. The most simple to jump in really quick to the jump scare games are perfect, but I've always wanted to play that because Ever gets in it, right? Let's see if I have a text from Jay or not. I do not as of yet. I think his internet just took a quick duty. So he should be back with us in just a moment. Mota! Man, I swear Halloween Horror Month went by so fast last year. All I remember is Michael getting slapped with a tortilla by Loomis and also sitting on his lap. Did you guys, like, show of hands, did you guys see that video? Did you see the Michael Myers Loomis shorts that we were putting out? Because I felt like they were some of the funniest shit ever in just like little short increments. But, I don't know, like, honestly, Halloween Horror Month's so weird. I think what we might do this year is start filming skits throughout the year. Just do what we normally do, but have a little bit more skits and stuff to go through to make it funner. There he is.
Sorry, I coughed too loud and my internet said, grab his dick and twist it.
The old dick twist. I knew you'd be back. But yeah, no, October was a fucking shit show, dude. We had all that shit go down with Scarefest, and they fucking dicked us because they're assholes. And that whole thing went down, and then it just went by so fast. We really wanted to do more this October, but I feel that way every year. There's like 8 family birthdays, so much shit going on, but I think this year we're gonna try to start filming a little bit earlier, get some skits and stuff done, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Next October is always the best October. Hey, David says, thoughts on Havoc trailer with Tom Hardy? I saw it came out, but I did not watch it yet, dude. Did you watch that one?
No. Now that reminded me, somebody asked if we'd seen it was another trailer. Fuck, dude. I'm sorry, I forgot what it was. He was asking if we'd seen it. It was earlier on in this. It was early super.
I haven't seen many trailers.
Sorry, man. I can't remember what it was, but it was like I thought we might have. I can't remember it, but no, I haven't seen Havoc. Is Havoc like based on the superhero Havoc? I'm assuming not.
No, it's I think it's Gareth Edwards, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Gareth Edwards. I did a video about the movies coming up like 3 years ago, and it was on that list. It's taken so long to come out, but it's a direct to Netflix Tom Hardy like crime movie. I'm super interested in it. I just haven't watched the trailer yet. I didn't get a chance to watch it today when it came out. So yeah, I'm gay and I love men, but that's okay.
There's first apple juice of the day.
Hey, girl. I'm on the
God damn, it tastes like old burritos. Fuck, dude. I don't know what I thought.
It's light beer. Nobody tried the beer. The beer has gone bad.
Choose the clutch.
Jason Perez has just watched Werewolf in London for the first time. And man, the mom from Child's Play 2 is so hot. Wants to touch the high knee. Aru.
Yeah, dude. Werewolf of London. Or that was. What do you think is better, the transformation in that or the Howling? It's been up for debate.
You've asked me this many times.
No, I was asking Chad.
Oh, well, Chad's not here. So I'm going to go with London.
I felt we were in the movie My Cousin Vinny. It was like, and only Mrs. Whatever. He's like, can you see how many fingers am I holding up? It's like, let the record show he's holding up 2 fingers.
You're right, though. The mom from Child's Play 2 is hot as fuck. Kyle, Dr. Loomis, pass the rice to Michael Myers.
Only if it's laced with arsenic. I will.
Arsenic rice. I got a PP. Okay. Nighttime 842 is where we are on Super Chat wise. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. Nighttime says, I think you do. Says Loomis, can you reenact Raphael screaming in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 film, when the turtles walk into their home and discover Splinter has been kidnapped? Then the camera spins around Raphael while he screams. Dude, you're like a director, dude. You had that whole scene planned out. I know exactly what you're talking about, and you laid it out wonderfully with your words. Here's the thing. I would totally do it, but I don't want to scream like that and get thrown out of the apartment because it's going on 9 o'clock, and I just don't feel like getting an eviction notice tomorrow morning. But I'll do it. I'll do it when we do a daytime stream or something. I promise I will. I know exactly what you're talking about. It would be hilarious, but I can't do it because it'll get too loud. Because what the problem is, I'll like get too far into it, and then all of a sudden there'll be a knock on the door. It's like, who the fuck is dying in there? And then it's like a whole deal. And the cops have already been out here once, and I don't want to deal with it again. But thank you, Nighttime. And I'm sorry. It was the Boogeyman says, what up, fellas? Name a movie villain that pissed you off. Mine is Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. He was such a biatch. That's a good one. Hard to top. A villain. So a movie villain that you love to hate. Man, that's Joaquin's such a good one too. You really. Oh, I know one. That little dipshit that was in the Green Mile. The guard that killed the mouse and shit. I hated that cocksucker. I didn't know the sponge was supposed to be wet. Ooh, fucking bitch. You know what I'm talking about? That guy, I hated that dude. That amazing. See, that's when you know it's a sign of an actor that's really good at what they're doing, when you physically hate them for what they are. But yeah, that's but Joaquin's up there, dude. Also, you could say Joffrey. I'm so glad when that motherfucker choked to death.
Do you feel like a man?
I couldn't help out Nighttime because I can't do it. But dude, look at Nighttime's description, dude. The words, it was so good. Like it really felt like he was a director, like laying out the scene for you. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it in the apartment. It's just too much.
That's a lot, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, but here's a Boogeyman. What villain pissed you off the most in a movie that you like? A villain that you love to hate. He picked Joaquin from Gladiator.
Ooh, that's a really good one, dude.
And I picked. Remember that little short asshole dude with the slick back hair in the Green Mile? When the one that like killed the mouse and shit.
Was like yeah. Oh my God, there's so many fucking good ones to pick from. I'm gonna go with the dude from Patriot, the bad guy in the Patriot, because he kills his kid. Oh, yeah. And then he's like, rubbing his. Yeah, did he die? That guy really pissed me off a lot. Really good. Oh man,
Shelby of Ohio.
Yeah. There's a better one though. There's a better one on the tip of my tongue. But I. Oh man,
I'll tell you one of the worst villains of all time is, and they don't even call her a villain, but she's absolutely slut magic villainous. Ginny from Forrest Gump. What a hoe.
Oh, that's a good one. And Mary Jane from the Raimi Spider-Man films.
Slut. Yep.
I got you though. Miss Carmody from The Mist. Probably the fucking pisses you off worse than anyone.
Yep.
Miss Connery from The Mist, dude.
That's a good one.
Wow. Yep. Anger.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I liked it.
Good stuff. Dookie Blair. He says,
you take it. Take the mic.
There. That's for you.
No, you. Oh, okay. My real name's Clarence. And Clarence had real good parents, and I went to Cranberry. You were a step ahead of me. I was going to do it either way, and I didn't even
know. Andrew Grazosios. What? I hope you guys have been well. Have you guys ever been to Universal Horror Nights? If not, would you ever go? Absolutely not, Andrew. And I strike your question from the record. I've never been. I know that April's wanted to go, but it's the problem with that is it's fucking expensive. We live in Kentucky, so first off, logistics to travel would be, because I mean you could drive down there, but it's like that car ride would be awful. And then you could fly, but it's still expensive. It's pricey.
I think that I'm not a huge haunted house guy. Like, I enjoy going out with friends and having a couple drinks and going to haunted houses, but like personally, I'm not a huge haunted house person. I if I had to guess, I would feel like the experience would be overrated because you hear so much about it. I feel like you would go, you would wait in a lot of long lines, and you would just get some, oh, look, it's this IP content that I know from this movie or whatever. I think it would be overrated, but I also am super jealous because so many people like Eric's invited us to go with him. We got invited to go when that the Killer Clowns from Outer Space guy was having his score. The composer of Killer Clowns was having an event. We got invited to go. We couldn't go. I would love to go. I really would love to go, but you're right. It's just so far away from us. It's so expensive.
Yeah, and I don't like they run around in chainsaws and like scrape their knees with those little things on the concrete. I'm like, fuck you.
I feel like I'm a little bit disconnected with horror fans when it comes to certain stuff. Like when it comes to haunted houses and it comes to conventions. I love going to conventions because it's fun and we have such a great time at them. But like I never feel the need to go to a convention and get all the autographs and shit like that. And like certain people, they just price gouge like motherfuckers. And I feel like a lot of people take advantage of horror fans in a crazy way with certain things because they're such great fans of what they're fans of. But
I never got into that either. I don't know I mean, nothing against people that love to go and get autographs and pictures and stuff of their favorite celebs. But personally, I just never could get into that. I don't mind walking up to them and shaking their hand, like, hey, it was cool. You know, I really appreciate what you did or whatever. But I don't know, standing in line trying to get an autograph and also the line handlers sometimes, like, you know, the people that are supposed to like make sure that the lines are formed correctly and everyone gets up there. Some of them I've seen them be dicks. I'm like, come on, let's go. Okay, come on, happy fucking birthday, come on. I'm good.
It's never, and I don't think it's ever the celebrities. I think it's always the people running the shows that think they're like somehow connected to these celebrities and they're a big deal. And like they get a big head about themselves and they're huge fucking dicks about it. We love doing Scarefest because we got to like meet so many of you guys and we had a blast meeting you guys. But when you walk around and you see what people are doing and you see the way that they're some people are really just squeezing as much money as they can out of people, it kind of bums me the fuck out. Like it's weird. You know,
I know that some of them are some of the celebrities are like, you know, they're not getting any roles anymore, and that's what bankrolls them for the year. And I understand that, like I get it,
and that's great.
But there are gouging that goes on quite a bit. Like, and you see some
Mark Hamill for one.
Yeah, $800, you fucking dildo that has your pants fall down on stage. Did you see that? Woo. His pants fell down literally on stage.
I saw that he said Luke was gay because he wrote the movie. I don't care if Luke is gay or not. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's fine.
That's funny.
Like, Luke, I don't think you get to decide, though.
Like, Mark Hamill, I just thought that I like wieners, so therefore Luke is gay. I don't think that's how it works, sir. But whatever. It's always got to be something to get you in the news. But Mark Hamill's like was $800 fucking, and I think they showed that as compared to like Michael J. Fox, who wasn't even close to that. I think it was like $600, and he's only going to be around doing these not because, you know, God forbid he dies anytime soon, but he's obviously not well enough to keep going to conventions, and he wasn't even charging that.
Yeah, it's like with anything. You take a beautiful thing that has an amazing fan base, and there's always some assholes that want to pretend they're a part of it, and like they were the actor in the movie just because, you know. And it's I mean, it happens with anything. It's capitalism, I guess. Is what it is.
Well, it's always weird to me is like some of these celebrities get pissed off or butthurt about being like remembered for like one special role that everyone remembered and loved them for. And they get all mad about it. I was like, dude, I'd be like fucking psyched, and like I'd always be happy about that if someone like recognized me from one thing I did. If I had done several movies, but there was one special thing that stood out for everyone else. Like, remember, like William Shatner was pissed for fucking decades that anybody ever knew him for Captain Kirk.
Yeah,
because you're shitty acting. No one else fucking believed that you could act that way and get more movie roles than Captain fucking Kirk. You know what I mean? Like, who? But he's softened up a little bit more throughout the years. But another one, Harrison Ford, hated the Han Solo thing, absolutely despised it, thought everyone was a fucking geek for liking it. I'm like, dude, yeah, they paid your mortgage. Like, that's like your fucking acting career started and was helped along by that movie, you dumb shit. But okay, but you be Harrison Ford. You're fucking stupid and geeky. Is that your Lego collection? You gay ass.
And like on one hand, you really do get it. It's like, oh, fuck, I'm so much more than just this one thing that I do as a human being. But also, as soon as that fame starts to fade, they get real comfortable with being known for that shit. You know,
I just think, well, dude, to me, that's a dream. Like, that would be a dream. To be able to do, I think any actor would tell you that if you got to have one role, that if anything else, you were like memorialized forever in that role. That's cool. I mean, that's something that's going to last forever with people.
Yeah. Do you guys, by the way, are we off on this? Like, do you guys feel that way? Do you kind of feel like taking advantage of us horror fans a little bit? It's like every guy who's been in a movie 30 years ago has, and I'm not saying this about everybody that has one. There's some people that do really cool stuff with like the tequila and shit like that. But it just, I just feel like there's so much scripting sometimes that goes on. It's like, oh, you like me in this role? Well, you better buy this and this and this. And like, I don't know, man. I just feel like sometimes people get taken advantage of unfairly. And like, it's just like squeeze every last dime we can out of this one thing.
Yeah, I've personally seen some of it. I mean, I didn't, somebody's like, oh, I got this. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of fucking money. Hope it was worth it. Did his armpits smell good?
And on one hand, it is really great because you have people that were in movies back in the day that maybe didn't do so well box office wise, or their career didn't take off. And now it's like Eve Six put up that tweet that got them super popular on Twitter, where he's like, I had a hit song in the 90s and now I can't afford healthcare. Like, I really appreciate it like that for people like that. But then there's certain people that just really fucking just squeeze every last time they get out of it. It's sad.
Yeah, I think it does help certain people. Like, well, I mean, Matthew Lillard actually had talked about it before. He had said, at that before, all the resurgence of his career, I guess, he's like coming to the conventions that he was coming to with Skeet Ulrich and doing the Scream stuff and everyone showing up and turning out for him. And he's like, you guys are putting food on my table for my kids.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. Like. But then it's like I guess we come from a different time too. Like when we were kids and we looked up to all these like sports people and stuff like that, it was a rush to like go down the court and like get someone's autograph or something like that, or like hold your glove out or whatever. Like, and with the conventions, it's just a weird thing. That being said, if you and I went to a convention and Jean-Claude Van Damme or Arnold Schwarzenegger or someone like that was there, you and I would definitely stand in line for 2 hours just to shake that man's hand. So I do get it. Like,
how much you getting it for my wife? I sell her right now to me. It's Jean-Claude.
Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. It's just weird. Like, there's great parts about it and there's really awful parts about it. So I don't know.
Yeah. We've got Ryan West coming in.
Ryan supplied my fucking pre-workout for like a solid 2 months with that Scream thing. I appreciate you for that always, Ryan. Mike, the Arnold Classics. So speaking of Arnold Classics this weekend. Are you interested in going maybe film a little bit? I would love to at some point go to the Arnold Classic. I do kind of worry that you'd pay to go and it would just be a bunch of people going back to the same topic we were just talking about, selling pre-workout and shit like that, and like selling their shit, and a bunch of fitness influencers. But it would be, it's like a fitness thing, but it's cool like the way that he sets it all up. I would literally pay something like that to just get a glimpse of fucking Arnold though. Like I'm a nerd fucking fan of Arnold, so I would like to go at some point. It's only in like Columbus, I think.
Well, I'll tell you how out of touch I was. I thought that was like some fucking golfing thing. Like the classic, like, like the Arnold Palmer. Have another Arnold Palmer. I literally thought you were talking about golf, and I was like, when did you golf?
Yeah. Well, we need to do. Speaking, going back to the same thing, whether it's that or something like it. Jay and I really want to, since the whole Scarefest thing got dick fucked by a bunch of lying bastards. It'd be cool to just. We're talking about maybe this year just going to like Horror Hound and Cincy or something like that, and just walking around drinking beers. And if we run into people, that'd be cool. Like I think that would be really fun. So just to go for fun as a fan would be fun.
Yeah, just to walk around and enjoy.
Yeah. Same with Arnold Classic.
Daniel Torres, Jay, can Slenderman serenade us to Chad Kroger's Hero? Only a little. And they say the hero can say that you're not going to stand here and wait. By the way, you remember when that song came out and it was Josie Scott and Chad Kroeger, and I remember getting like Electronic Game Monthly or something like that, and they were on the cover or something like that. I read something. They're like the two ugliest men in rock and roll had one of the hit. Like it was like something like the two ugliest front men in rock and roll have the best hit in the nation. I'm like, God damn. I mean, I talk about like giving you a compliment and then slapping your taint at the same time.
It's true though, but he did steal Derek Whibley's. He stole Avril Lavigne from Derek Whibley, the Nickelback.
He did, yeah.
Canadians are wild.
Lots of money and being in a rock and roll band will get you hot girls. Mm-hmm. Remember that. Remember that, Pete. Remember that. We got Mota says, I'm filling up my ceiling with horror movie. Could you all give me a top 5 of the best ones? Also, Mike, did you ever finish that Old Fridge beer? Oh, yeah.
Old Fridge beer. Oh, are you talking about on the live stream the other day when we were doing the Coors Light and it smelled like farts?
Yeah, yeah, that one.
I think I did. I think I eventually got through it.
You drunk.
You get those nights where it's like there's nothing else in the fridge and you just end up drinking it for sure. Are you saying like 5 of the best horror movies?
That's a big one, Moda. That's a big one. Bigger than your abs.
I was gonna say 5 great horror movies just off the top of my head. People Under the Stairs is a great one to put up there. Mm-hmm. Fucking Strangeland. If you get a Strangeland, that'd be cool. Strangeland poster.
Yep, let's go
on. Let's go Pumpkinhead. I'm gonna steal that because I knew Jay was gonna say it. And let's go fucking.
That's a good one.
Fucking yeah, let's go fucking.
That's a great.
You know you're bad off when you can't name 5 horror movies like at all.
It's just evasive.
If I can get you, dude. I'm thinking of like random, like weird horror movies, like strange out there type of shit.
Well, first off, you got to go The Exorcist.
Yeah.
You got to go Halloween 1, obviously.
You're going with obvious shit. I was going weird shit.
Okay, The Changeling with George C. Scott, very underrated fucking movie. No one talks about it. It's an amazing film. No, I was gonna say Sleepwalkers. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That movie sucks balls. Sleepwalkers sucks. I hate that movie.
Sleepwalkers not that bad.
It's a bad dude. That movie sucks.
It's bad, but it's entertaining.
Pet
Langoliers. Let's go with Langoliers. Langoliers is terrible, but it's gonna be a cool poster. Freddy 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 has a great poster.
Nightmare 2. Now I'm literally just getting swamped in my brain of like shitty horror movies.
The
like,
RoboCop
I was gonna say Split Second.
Yeah, dude, Sidekicks with Jonathan Brandis.
Dude. Sidekicks is fucking awesome.
Exorcist 3. There you go, Tom Punk. That's a good one.
It's really good one.
Throw that one in there too.
Joe says, "Damn, Jay, the over/under bet on your birthday juice intake was 11.5, and I took the over, so I lost the bet to my wife."
I would have taken the over too.
I'd rather owe a loan shark. Well, I'm fucking sorry, dude. I was having a panic attack somewhat in the middle of my birthday stream. I'm so sorry to have ruined your good goddamn time, sir.
He looked fine to me.
No, I felt ashamed of myself. That's saying something too. It's like, God damn, dude, you couldn't hold out for a little longer and drink a little bit more juice and hang out with the peoples? No, you were gotta be a pussy lightweight.
You disappointed everyone, like Conor McGregor versus Khabib.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I think we were all rooting for Khabib.
But I'm sorry, Joe. Hopefully, it'll work out in the future with
it's bad when they're like, name 5 horror movies, and we're like, I can't.
I know. Colton, thanks, dude, says, have you all been to Lexington, Kentucky's Comic Con? They got Thomas Jane and Sting coming next month. Jay, get that Punisher Marvel Select sign. No, we did. We literally went, I think 2016 or some shit like that. It was that St. Patty's Day parade was awful. One of the worst experiences.
Jay and I went. So we went and we had press passes actually, which I think we should do again at some point. Maybe we should do that for this Comic Con. It's like in March. Just
as long as it's not scheduled around the St. Patty's Day thing.
Yeah, go hang out. But no, when we went, well, the first one I went to, Jay couldn't go, so I went with his niece. And then Michael Bean was mean to me. But then the year after, Jay and I both went. And it was fun. Like we had a good time. But the problem was they had St. Patty's Day parade. They had Comic-Con going on, and they had like a Disney on Ice thing going on. So downtown Lexington was just overloaded. It was fucking crazy trying to get anywhere. And then we went to Comic-Con for like 2 hours. They were like, fuck this. So we went across the street to try to have some beers.
Oh yeah.
And we ended up on like the college section of downtown. And we went into this college bar, and I mean, we were fucking what? It was 2016, so it was like 9 years ago. We were like 30-ish. but we were still
not going to make this any. It's not going to. Yeah, way too old to be there.
Yeah, and everybody, it's like the middle of the afternoon, and all these fucking drunk college kids are doing flip cup and all this shit. They had green beers and getting trashed. Just so Jane, I mean, we drank, but we the whole time we were like, we should not be here right now.
Yeah, we were basically Will Ferrell in Old School, Frank the Tank walking. He gonna do one. He gonna do one.
It was everything smelled like piss. Like it was fucking weird.
I don't know. Was that the one? I don't know if that was a Comic-Con where Bulk and Skull was walking right next to us from Power Rangers.
That was the one.
That was so wild, dude, because I remember we went by their table, Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers, and we were walking around with our apple juices in our cups, and he's like, "Where'd you get that beer?" And I'm like, "They're selling it over there, dude." Like, I didn't really know who he was because I was already kind of 3 sheets in, but I was like, "It's over there." Like, I didn't know what he was talking. I was like, "It's literally there's a stand."
And it was so obvious that it was Bulk and Skull because they literally looked like Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers. And then we were walking. Was the one that was like, "Where'd you get that?" And the other guy was like, "We're like, oh my god!"
And then we were walking back. We were walking out of the convention to the when they used to have a bar attached to the convention floor called Yesterday's, which is a badass bar. And we were walking towards that because we were getting ready to leave. We're going to go in there and have one and then leave. And they were behind us, and they're like, "So this is where it's at. This is where you go." And I was like, "Leave us alone, Bulk and Skull," because they were like behind us, and then they like saddled. And now looking back on it, I wish we had like maybe. But then I realized it's like, oh shit, that's Bulk and Skull. Let's go outside and smoke a cigarette with them because they were going outside to smoke. And Mike's like, "No, dude, I'm not gonna go out there and smoke with Bulk and Skull." I was like, what if Tommy sees us?
Yeah, dude, that was back when Scarefest and the Comic-Con were fun before they got like I don't know about Comic-Con, but before Scarefest got like super corporate. We would just go walk around, go to Yesterday's, have a couple beers, and we'd always, every time we would go to Yesterday's, it was a bar, we would always end up sitting there drinking. We would do like 2 laps around the convention, and Jay would be like, "Hey, you want to go have a beer?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then we'd go back and sit at the bar, have a drink, set all our shit down. And then we'd always end up just partying with people in the bar instead of walking around the convention, which was on the same floor and everything. But we got in trouble a couple times. There was one girl who sold us weed. She had this girl from California. She was selling weed, and she had it in these. It was genius, actually. She was walking around like a fucking hot dog salesman with like this tray, and she had. They were in little Chinese food containers, and it was like $25 a pop. It was like this hardcore like California weed. And I was like, "I'll buy one." I barely even smoked, but I was like, "I'll buy it." And then she was like, "Could you guys drive me around the parking lot and we could smoke this together?" Did we do? I think we did, dude.
Yeah, we got. She was selling that shit with her mom. Like her mom.
No, that was a different one. No, because that was the hot blonde chick. With her mom, and the girl was like, "Do you want to go out to the car?" And the mom was like, "There's not going to be any of that." And we're like, "That's not what we meant," because she invited us to the car. Then I think she wanted to smoke, but then her mom was like, "You're not having sex in the car." And I was like, "I am married. I'm not trying to have sex with this." It was weird, but like that was a different time. No, we got our lines crossed there.
But but that was when we were still walking around doing sketches and shit.
Yeah,
and we were like dressed up in costume, and it wasn't. That was glad we weren't doing that anymore.
I do remember I took that girl's weed though, and I was working 3rd shift at the time. So I bought one off her. I was just being nice. Remember, I didn't really smoke at the time, but I would get off 3rd shift at work, and I would just, light up a doobie or whatever, and then I'd get hungry. And it was when I lived in that weird place down there next to the gas station, the BP.
Oh yeah.
And I would go and order. I'd get a bunch of chicken fingers from the BP, and I would go home and I would get like 4 sauces, and I would just get high, and I would listen to that song by. You guys know the song, what was it? I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah.
Kenny got home from work and I was just sitting there baked on the couch dipping chicken fingers, listening to that song. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm off work."
It's like, so this chick out at the comic convention sold me some fucking badass devil grass. Do you want to smoke it? Yeah.
Are you still married at the time?
Yes, I was.
Oh yeah, no, like, dude, I gotta go home.
No, I don't know if I was or not. I can't remember. I don't know. That whole time frame is a black hole of misery. I can't remember everything because it was like either I was like freshly divorced or I was on the doorway of divorce.
It was right after your divorce, I think, is what it was.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think you were still used to being like, "I gotta go, dude." I'm like, "No, you don't. You're free."
Yeah, it was PTSD. I was like, no, you don't understand. I can hear her fucking screaming. Like, "No, you're divorced." I was like, "Oh yeah." Moda says posters. He's filling his posters.
That's what I thought you meant. That's why I was thinking of.
By the way, Moda, when I first saw that, I wasn't going to read it because I thought you were calling us posters. I was like, okay, because we couldn't give you 5 movies right away. But I was like, it's fair. It's a fair critical judgment of us. But
I almost got beat up by a girl in high school because I was wearing a Hurley shirt. She's like, "Do you skate?" And I was like, "No." And then she's like, "I'm gonna pay someone to beat you up for wearing a Hurley shirt." I was like, "I mean, I do skate. I'm just not good at it."
Yeah,
it was weird.
Skate over all your mom's coochie. What?
With my tongue and my dad.
Man of Tomorrow says, "Hey, Mike and Jay, recently I have went back and watched the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, and I was wondering what is your guys' opinion on them? I love them. I love them all, even the really shitty one, Quest for Peace, which a lot of people hate it. Destroy Superman. Like I know it's all, but I still love it. I think Christopher Reeve is without a doubt the best representation of Superman, period, that's ever been on film. Henry Cavill's the next best. I don't care what people say, but yeah, I love them all. Like I feel like for me it's Superman 1 and 2, but Superman 1 and 2 is, I feel like it's I don't know, it depends on which cut you're talking about. You're talking about the Richard Donner cut or the original cut. Personally, I like them. For me it goes Superman 1, 2, 4, then 3. I think 3 is the worst one, even though it's got one of the coolest fight scenes when evil Superman fights good Superman.
Yeah, I have a mixed relationship with those movies, dude. Like I like them, I enjoy that they exist, but I don't really that much enjoy watching because I always get mad because Christopher Reeves was great, Superman was great, the music obviously was great, all of it was great, but I could never get past the terrible villains like Gene Hackman. I know he's Gene Hackman, but the worst Lex Luthor in my opinion, and that would always bug the shit out of me. Like, so there's little things that I find boring about them, but
I looked at it. I think that if you look at it like he's very cartoony and over the top on purpose. Like I think that Gene Hackman was going for that very comic book accurate version of Lex Luthor where he's like over the top villainous. But so if you look at it like that, but 100%, if you're looking at like more of you want it more of a serious villain, there's something special about those movies. I always felt good about them when I watch them, and still to this day, dude. Christopher Reeve, that music, everything about him, like there was I just saw a recent video on YouTube where it was like, can AI bring back Christopher Reeve, and it showed Christopher Reeve in various scenes, which I'm not. That's very unethical in my view. But just the way he looked, dude, he was so like, it was pure Superman. Like everything about that dude was Superman.
Yeah. By the way, I feel the need to point out the girl we were talking about with her mom. It sounds weird because we said she was Sean Connery's birthday.
Sean Connery's birthday.
With her mom, she was like 22. All right,
yeah, they were like, they were of age.
She was away at college in California, and she come back to hang out with her mom, and they were both really cool, and they drank together, and we all partied, and then we got yelled at because they set those buzz balls down in front of us. So we were all like us and like 6 people, like a photographer and like somebody else. We were all like, let's do these buzz ball shots they just gave us, and then we all took them, and then the bartender came in. They're like, you guys gonna pay for those buzz balls? We're like, you gave them to us. You set them in front of us and opened them, so we drank them. It was a whole thing.
I remember that. Yeah. We weren't pulling it like a fucking Drake or anything like that. It was like she was of age.
A minor. No, it was and we didn't do anything with her either, by the way.
No,
it was just
she was
her mom thought she wanted to do stuff with us, and we were like, nah.
I ain't about that.
She did end up hitting on Jay a little bit at the end of the night. I
was like, you're a fucking stoner head with your hanging out with your mom at a Comic-Con slinging drugs. I don't deal with that, lady. You're a drug dealer.
Again. That was a different girl. That was the stoner girl. She had black hair.
Okay, well, whatever. They were all like drug heads, and I don't mess with drugs. I don't mess with dope. Dope is
up with hope, down with dope.
That's what I'm saying. Joe Valentine says, keep, erase, reboot. Predator, Terminator, True Lies. So you got to keep one, erase one, and reboot the other.
That's a great question.
I will keep, I think 100% keep Terminator. I think that movie's perfect. I think you can look at it for several different ways. It's a science fiction movie, or it's a horror movie, or it's science fiction horror. It's either way. It's perfect. I will erase. Ooh,
that's tough. Dude. That's tough. I don't like it.
I will. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I just have to. I'm going to erase True Lies and reboot Predator.
Mm-hmm. That's a fucking impossible question to answer. I'm not gonna. I don't want to erase any of those movies. And I would say Predator, but like the Arnold versus Predator is peak Predator, and they'll never top it. So I have to go True Lies as well, and I fucking hate to do that. Like I really do.
Well, which are you gonna reboot?
I'm gonna reboot. No, I don't like it.
Well, you know what? It's funny because it's a reboot's different than a remake. right? So rebooting it. Actually, you know what? If that's the case, because rebooting, I would say Terminator. Yeah, I would say Terminator needs a good reboot, a really an honest to God reboot.
No, I see what you're saying now. So if you reboot it, you don't have to erase the original. So you have to erase one, and that would be True Lies out of pure necessity because I love that movie. But to reboot one, I would reboot. I'd probably actually go Predator because, like, I think Terminator just needs to stop. Like, Terminator just needs to fucking stop
for a while anyway.
Predator, I think you could reboot.
Yeah,
so that's what I'll go with. But I hate it, and that's a really hard question.
It's a really good question. Man of Tomorrow says, Mike and Jay, I'm back with other questions.
Woo!
Says, it has been reported Robert Pattinson, he says Patterson, but we know what you mean. Batman will stay a standalone from the Gunn universe. Thoughts? I think it's great. I don't want to see Reeves's Batman involved at all with Gunn's universe. I think that you keep those separate and you tell great stories separately. I don't. And again, we've talked about this before multiple times. I think that DC missed a golden opportunity for them is to tell independent stories without connecting them in a shared universe like Marvel, to be their own entity without having to copy and paste what Marvel was doing. There's so many great I actually loaned Mike that Vertigo story about Batman being a vampire, which is an amazing graphic novel. But there's so many stories like that, Red Sun, that they could tell wouldn't have to be connected to the overall DC EU. And I think they would beat Marvel very badly. Overall, I swear to God, I think they would if they like as much effort and time and creativity that they put into their animated films. DC does. I think if they applied that to their cinematic universe, I think it would be great.
Yeah, everything you said was 100% true. I agree. Keep it out of it. I don't see the point for a fucking universe unless I say make the movie. Don't think about anything afterwards. And if there's something so great in that movie that there's a story you need to tell, then say, all right, we'll make a sequel and just go from there. I see no point in 25 for us to be trying to do universes anymore at all.
Did you hear? I don't know what. I didn't really read into the story about it, so I don't know. But supposedly there was like a meeting between James Gunn and Zack Snyder. Like people are like, "Oh my God, it's happening!"
They just took a picture together.
I was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean's happening? You think that James Gunn like so Zack? I know they really fucked your ass on that Snyder universe, so I was wondering, you want to add some stuff here? That's not going to happen. There's no way. If it does, it'd be great, but there's no way that's going to happen." But people were like freaking out about it, like saying that James Gunn and Snyder were going to work together moving forward on a DC project. I don't really see that happening.
That's just people trying to gas up the engine, dude. I think that I think that's dead and gone. I think James Gunn, or I think Zack Snyder probably doesn't even want to do anything with DC anymore.
You know? I don't know. Well, probably not, but I do. He put some, like, I mean, you can say what you want about the Snyder cut or the Snyder verse, but dude, that the ending to what we got to the Zack Snyder Justice League. And you have that he actually made Jared Leto a legitimate Joker, and it was actually good and it was awesome. And that whole nightmare sequence that we could have got, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Just to have seen that would have been incredible.
Hey, listen, if they were smart, what they would do was just create a subsection of it and just be like, if the actors are willing to come back, it's not going to be our main focus, but goddamn Thor, your hair's going everywhere. No, don't go under the desk. You're going to fuck up the cords. Get out of there. Come here. Come on. What are you doing?
Dude, his white hair that floated up past your face. Yeah. I thought it was either a ghost or you smoked a big giant, you let go of a big plume of smoke from your lips.
I don't know if it's like lightning or whatever, but he's acting scared and like getting under the desk and shit.
We have thunderstorms coming in.
That must have been. I must have not heard thunder. Mm-hmm. But no, like if you could do a sub thing, if DC had the money, be like, hey, let's let Snyder do shit with the Snyder universe, and we'll put it out. Mm-hmm. And as long as it makes money, we'll be good. And we'll also do our own shit. I mean, the money's there to be fucking printed and made. So I just don't know why they don't just do it. But I don't think it'll ever happen. So it's pointless to even think about.
True. Nighttime coming in hot once again says, my brother went to a wedding last month and he drank too much and crashed into a guardrail. A cop woke him up. He was in a holding cell for hours. Then they let him go. He now has to blow into a car breathalyzer to start his car. That fucking sucks, dude.
It's a bad night.
I've heard of shit like that before. Yeah, it's like one bad night on the road to many bad nights. Well, I have to start my car with a goddamn breathalyzer. But I've heard of shit like that before. Holy fuck. I've luckily, knock on wood, never had that happen. I've never gotten in trouble for it. But oh my God, I couldn't even imagine, dude. Like you're having a good time. You shouldn't drink and drive, obviously. But then you're like, I can make it. You crash into a guardrail. Cop's like, you're fucked, buddy. You're like, oh shit.
don't do it. Uber's too easy. Don't mess with it. But that is unfortunate. But you know what? It'll probably keep them from doing it again because that shit's inconvenient as hell. Like that's the breathalyzer and shit. I have friends with people on Facebook who you wouldn't think that they would like pronounce this to the world, but like, God damn it, I got a DUI. Now I have to do this breathalyzer. And I'm like, why are you telling the world this?
Yeah, you know what?
Not like you and your brother, but like,
no, yeah, but apparently, if you go to Wisconsin, you get like 9 of them before they even do anything to you. Wisconsin, it's like, I was like, I'm working on my 7th DUI, and then like it's so obvious, like when the cop pulls him over, it's like, God damn it, Tad again. It's like I can't quit it. I drive better when I'm drunk.
Dude, what blows my mind is when celebrities get DUIs and like multiple ones, like Pat Mahomes' dad. There was some celebrity that just got like their 4th one and now is doing like 2 years in prison. But like, yeah, you're a fucking rich person, and at this point, you're just driving like it would cost you nothing to get an Uber. Like you're just dumb. Like it's crazy people do. But I hope your brother gets through that, and that's crazy. That's some shit you see in a movie. Like when you see a guy in a movie, like look at some kid in the park, and be like, "Hey kid, blow into this so I can drive my car because I'm drunk." Was that in The Nice Guys? What movie was that?
I remember. It was. I think it was something like that. Yeah. But good luck to your brother, dude. Don't ever do that again. Don't you ever do it.
Stop it.
Child of the Corn. Which impacted the action genre more, T2 or The Matrix? T2, without a doubt. T2.
Now,
Don't you be going and disrespecting the Arnold. Don't you be disrespecting the Arnold.
I won't disagree. Now, the only reason I'm going to disagree is because the industry didn't take the lessons T2 gave them. T2 gave a blueprint to fucking action movies into the world that still to this day, in the year of our Lord 2025, they don't follow. T2 went out and tried to do something new. They tried to take the state-of-the-art shit and push it forward. They changed things. And nowadays, they're just like, fuck it, we'll CGI it. Whereas The Matrix, I think a ton of people found a way to rip that off. But nobody ever found a way to rip off T2 because nobody can do it. And so I would go, actually, The Matrix has been has impacted it more because it's easier to copy and paste.
Well, yeah, if you want to be negative pantsy. I think that T2, well, here's the thing about The Matrix. The Matrix in of itself is one of the best science fiction action movies I've ever seen, period, without a doubt. It was incredibly smart and unique and original. It was amazing. But T2, it's a perfect movie. Like, it's absolutely a perfect film. And the special effects on that film still hold up today. It looks just as good as it did in 1992 when it came out. It easily blends with what you see today. Sometimes even better than what you see today. But the Matrix is, I get what you're saying. I would pick T2 overall, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Mr. 150 says, Mike, you're wrong. End of story. Look, I'm not saying that T2 wasn't better. T2 was better. That's kind of what I'm saying.
No, I knew what you were saying.
I'm saying Matrix was easier to try to take that playbook and recreate it. So I think a lot of people tried to recreate the Matrix, whereas everybody looked at T2 and went, we can't fucking do that. And they just left it alone. Like, like what T2 ripoff is there? I
mean, that's true. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So,
but I gotta go pee again real bad.
Okay, dope.
It's Robin on 920.
Robin, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. I was okay. There we go. What's up, Robin? He says, finished The Penguin last week and loved it. What'd you guys think? Dude, it's crazy. I loved the first 3 episodes that I watched, and I'm just lazy when it comes to TV shows. I still haven't gone back and watched it, which is crazy because I've watched Shrinking and Ted Lasso 3 times because they're feel good movies, or Heels, stuff that you can drink and watch and you can watch it over and over again. But there's something with TV shows that Thor just disconnected my computer, so that's great. Thor, get out of here. Hey, come on, out. I love you. Please go. Yeah, my other screen just went off because Thor. Go. Get out of here. Go. He won't listen to me. Go. Sorry you guys had to see that. My dog went under my desk and literally disconnected half of my fucking screen. I don't even know where it is or why it's not. It'll be all right. It's fine. My point is this. I really want to watch it. I think it was great. I thought it was interesting. Colin Farrell just came out and said he really isn't interested in doing a Penguin season 2 right now because he's I think what we did was great, and I see no reason to push it. And it's probably him just being I don't want to wear a fat suit for 12 hours on set every day. But either way, I get that. Why don't you just let something be, But I do want to finish it. Mason Coop. Oh, shit. Okay, my whole computer went off for a second. Thank you, Thor. Mike, have you heard Don't Let Me Get Too Low off Silverstein's new record? I think you dig it. Also, Jay, what games you been playing lately? I will ask him that. I didn't even know Silverstein had a new record, man. I will check that out, though, because Silverstein has some fucking bangers. Smile on Your Sleep will forever be in the playlist. It's a great fucking album. The whole thing was. And I'll ask Jay that when he comes back. Mason. Joe, Keep a Race Reboot. We got another one. Strap your dicks on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this hair. Look at this. Got a fluff and fuck. Hey, man.
Hey. Hi, chow.
How's it going?
Well,
any game? Mason asked if there was any games you've been playing lately.
Oh yeah, I'm on Doom 2016. That's what I've been playing. I'm working because they got the new Doom coming out. I think in a month or two, called Doom: The Dark Ages. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So I was like, I got to go back and play Doom 2016. Then there was Doom Eternal, which I missed, and now But I also started trying the Indiana Jones game. I had fun with it, but I switched off of that to go to the Doom. So yeah, that's it.
You piece of shit, you quitter. Byron said, just rewatched Remembering the Blair Witch Project on your channel, and I legit pissed myself watching that intro. Absolutely cracked up. Remembering the Blair Witch. Are you talking about I don't know if he's talking about Redneck Blair Witch or
maybe I think we did. Did we do 2 openings?
It's possible. It's possible we did another video of that, but I'm just gonna go with Redneck Blair Witch because that was, to me, that's one of the funniest ththings we've ever fucking done.
Yeah, that was, well, it was actually more, it was impressive enough that my brother actually said it was funny, which he never likes him. So he was like, it was pretty good.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance after this, look up our Redneck Blair Witch video, because literally it was me and Jay at my old house in the country that I was talking about. We just literally went outside and like, all I remember is us we put up a whole fucking tent.
Oh
we
yeah,
couldn't put it up, so we just laid on top of it and we were pretending we were gay. It's like I'm having dreams about impure thoughts.
yeah. I think we're drawing a heavy inspiration for a Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, dude, hang on. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna try to fix this, and then I'll actually pull it up because it'd be funny to watch that. Give me just one sec. But before Byron, by the way, Joe, let's answer this question real quick. It said, keep a race reboot. Sping, Tago, Cash, Demolition Man. Fuck you, Joe.
Joe coming in there hot and heavy, breathing in our ears like a pug in heat, asking us something. Okay. Keep, erase, and reboot. Okay, I'm going to absolutely keep Tango and Cash. Don't feel like you need to reboot that. Don't think you can reboot that. It's just it's a product of its time. It can't be rebooted. Erase.
Fuck you, dude. That's impossible.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna erase Speed and I'll reboot Demolition Man.
Whore.
I have to. You have to pick. You have to do it. You have to do it.
I don't like it at all. I'm gonna fucking erase.
God, you know the cast is in Demolition Man, dude. I can already see it. If they rebooted that shit, Jason Statham would play Arnold's part, or not Arnold, but Sylvester's part, and then they would be like it'd be Anthony Mackie as Leslie Snipes part.
Speed's got to be the reboot because you only have to have one really good action star, right? Speed's got to be the reboot. Keep. So basically, which one do you want to delete? I think I would have to delete. I think I would delete Tango and Cash, and I fucking hate to say that.
Well, this
I hate to fucking say that, but that's my answer. God damn it, I hate my life. We're at Byron at 9:23. I'm gonna fix my computer and we'll show you guys this because I think it's fucking one of the funniest things we've ever done.
We got Byron here saying just rewatch the. I'm sorry, he read that. Papa Hades says thank you, dude. Says what movie franchises would you delete, erase the Home Alone movies besides the second one or the Wrong Turn movies? Are you and Joe like collaborating and trying to make our lives miserable right now? I want to know, Papa. What movie franchises would you delete and erase? Here's my thing is I would 100% erase the Wrong Turn movies if I get to keep Home Alone 1 and 2. Home Alone 3 sucked balls. I don't even remember finishing that. I think it was awful. And then I think they made a 4th one, which was even worse than the 3rd one. If you could do, like, I didn't know you could even get worse, but you can. Wrong Turn 1 was fun. I do remember liking Wrong Turn 1, and I think I liked the remake that they did. I think they did a remake. But yeah, but Home Alone is too classic. 1 and 2. Oh my god, dude. Marv and Harry, some of the best bad guys comedy duo in the cinema. Yeah, I gotta stay with Home Alone. But thank you, Papa. I will ask Mike when he gets back what he thinks. But Gary says, I just found out the outfits and oh, dude, this is great. I love this. He says, I just found out the outfits in Cyborg were reused from Masters of the Universe because they wanted it to be a sequel, and the Fear Street 4 trailer is out. I didn't know the Fear Street trailer was out. I didn't know that. But you are correct. I do remember that. Because they actually planned, people can say what they want about Masters of the Universe, and I understand that it was not a great movie, but Frank Langella was a badass Skeletor, and it will not be denied. He put his heart and soul in that. He really loved that part. But so the whole point was what Bot Gary's talking about is that they were going to go ahead with a sequel to Masters of the Universe, and it didn't make the money it wanted to, or they wanted it to in the first film, so they canceled it, and they used the leftover outfits for the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie Cyborg that came out around that time. But it's an interesting little piece of lore that some people don't know about. But I would have loved to have seen a sequel to that. I don't know what they would have done, but dude, I don't know. There's something about Masters of the Universe that's a great comfort movie to me. I really liked it. Yeah, I know it sucks. Like, again, I know it's not a great movie. I know that Dolph Lundgren is not like that amazing as He-Man, but for whatever reason, I think, well, he did look the part. And I had a good time watching it. So, but yeah. And again, I didn't know about the Fear Street 4 trailer. But good thing to I love it when people bring up shit that I feel like I'm the only one that knows about, because I troll on Reddit and like I look at like all sorts of weird like facts that maybe nobody else knows about. But I'm glad that I'm not the only one. Good call out, Bot. And we've got Byron Hansen says, I thought House on Haunted Hill and Haunting of Hill House was the same. Hello. Which one came first? P.S. Watch Trunks and Android 13 roast. If it only goes for 56 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I could. Yeah, Haunting of Hill House for me. I just thought it was like The Haunting. But I know it's easy to get confused on either one of those. I've never seen Haunting of Hill House. Isn't that a TV show or like a series?
Yeah, it's a Mike Flanagan series on Netflix. It's fucking great, actually. You're missing out. You should watch it, you piece of shit.
Is it scary?
It's scary. It's good. It's really good. It's scary and good. I like him. I like it. Salma like I like him. In the butt. That's what I do.
Oh, hey, yeah. Wait. Here. This is a thing right here. I already answered for me, but you have to delete and erase one series.
Home Alone movies besides the second one, or the Wrong Turn movies?
Oh, shit. I answered that wrong.
I'm not even the biggest Home Alone guy, but like the Wrong Turn movies, there's nothing really that great there. So I'm probably going to keep Home Alone.
Yeah, I said Home Alone too, but I misspoke. Like he says, the Home Alone movies besides the second one. So you have to keep 1, 3, and 4. Or you get rid of all. But yeah, even I feel like
just one.
One is great. Yeah.
Just for one, I would keep one. Yeah. One.
Underrated Creed song.
That's a great fucking Creed song, man. It's great. I remember driving around Jay and his Dodge Neon when we were kids. He'd be like, listen to the song, man. The song's got great lyrics. I'm like, yeah.
I was like, it could go in Halo. It could be in Halo 3.
Yeah. Imagine that, guys. There was a time in our lives where Jay had me in his Dodge Neon and he had a fucking CD track skip thing. And Jay was the one who's like, listen to the lyrics to this song, man. This song will change your fucking life. And it was great.
No, but I was
imagine those roles flipped.
But I was talking about like being in like I was like, hey, this could be Master Chief's song. I was like, yeah, it could be. It could be.
Hey, watch this with us, guys. Let's watch this together because I think this will be a fucking treat. Jay and I did this years and years and years ago. I'm so embarrassed already, dude. I'm already so embarrassed. This is the Redneck Blair Witch Project, one of our greatest skits.
I like how all the creepy music's on there too. I bet so many people were pissed off when they saw this.
Yeah, it's on.
I don't see no.
Yeah, it's on, man. Don't worry about it.
I don't see no.
Don't get so close to it. You fucking the focus up.
Well, here's the deal, guys.
All right.
Many people don't know this, but my second cousin, greatest cousin's cousin.
That's right.
You know,
dude, that box of Big Wave Golden Ale, we just grabbed all the liquor in the house and just threw it in the fucking box. There's like a Barton's fucking vodka thing in there. That's literally what we were drinking that day. That's the thing.
Know this already. Why are you acting like?
Because I'm trying to act surprised.
Don't fool people. We're trying to be legitimatistic.
Let me tell you something about logistics and McKickson.
You didn't even say it right.
I don't give a fuck.
You didn't say it right.
I ain't no goddamn Encyclopedia Britannica.
In my deep. deep family lineage.
Right there.
Was that bitch in the Blair Witch Project? I'm gonna find me some of them tapes, and we're gonna sell them bitches on eBay once we famous.
Oh man, you was smart as fuck, man. I knew I like you for a reason, man.
That's why you followed me around.
Hey man, you tell you what, man, this is gonna be better than we try to do our own fishing game. You know,
Don't tell people about
yeah, I ain't
that.
gonna say nothing about it.
I like your purse.
It's a man fucking purse.
You think about them deer meats.
Mm.
I'm talking a 3-night stay at fucking Holiday World.
Oh.
I'm talking real stuff.
Oh.
What the fuck?
You getting all fucking crazy right now, Bubba. You talking about the Holiday Inn specials?
Hey, I know you's hungry. I know you's hungry, Ed. Why don't you eat one of them berries over there?
That could kill your ass. I don't want no goddamn berries.
Here. We're here in Burkett.
Burkittsville.
Hey, look, no bald spot.
It's amazing what time does to you.
I caught it just like a fucking flash.
You like catching stuff, don't you?
I do.
Hey man, you ever seen that movie about them 2 guys
You brought.
in that tent? Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, get in.
I like NASCAR too. Fucking Ninja Turtles over here.
Hey Bobby. Hey Bobby. Bend over.
You know what hey man, you know we could use these for if we can't get this thing up?
Hey Bobby, bend
Fishing
over.
pose.
Hey,
Whoa.
open your mouth.
Oh
Bobby.
no, stop.
Open your mouth.
You gonna be on 2020.
I don't know how we didn't have cops call us, dude.
He's like, what are you gonna do? Feed her cookies?
What kind of cookies were they, man? I think I want to fuck me a guy.
It's so embarrassing, dude.
What did you say? You think about it?
What?
Nothing, man.
Did you say you was gonna fuck a guy?
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you fucking
I
did.
said I want to fuck the sky. Because it looks so good.
That was stupid. It's so
Yeah,
dumb.
I'm probably fuck this guy too.
It's a fucking race of the lifetime. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to bring it home.
That's, by the way, that's actual traffic going by. Cause
Yeah.
there's a thin layer of woods there, but like the road, you can hear it's actual like an interstate right on the other side of us laying there being gay.
It's so gay.
Dude, you can see my American Eagle underpants sticking
Yeah,
out.
like
Your-
Mike's ready
your
for it.
dick
Mike-
is like right there.
Yeah, Mike's like spreading them open. Go ahead.
Now that was something else. Hey man, get up! We'll go find out what the fuck that was. We had that macaroni and cheese can. You better not eat it. Brad Paisley, what the?
That was the only sound effect. That was the only royalty-free sound effect I could find when I was editing this, and it just goes.
It was good.
You can hear it.
We had that macaroni and cheese can. You better not eat it. Brad Paisley, what the fuck was that?
Tim McGraw. Hey, where's some goddamn beans? I'm hungry. Oh shit. Ed, you fucking do this?
You fucking laid out sticks.
I was very inventive.
Fucking beans. 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 Fucking beans.
Ed, stop saying fucking beans.
Fucking beans.
What the fuck are you doing out here?
Fucking beans.
It's the nostril shot.
I'm going to be nominated next Sunday for an Oscar. They just now found this.
Fucking beans. Fucking
Origin of the beans.
That was the only fucking. That was the big ending. It's just I'm gonna scream and then you scream.
fucking.
That was the big.
You know what's fun about those is like, you know, it just we Well, I think we've talked about it before. Generally speaking, when we do this kind of sketches and stuff, it's about making us like each other laugh. So most of I think 90% of it's not even scripted. It's just us talking.
No, yeah,
and making up shit on the fly. Like there might be like a general outline of what to say and what to do, but then it's like, yeah, just come up with something, man. Do it. Now, see, we watched that goddamn thing. And
I know. I can't do it. I can't stop.
I'm just gonna be stuck in it like a tire in the mud.
Yeah, man. I get it too. It happens to me too. Just like when you're at the 76 Speedway and there's a dude taking a piss behind the corner, you just go, I'm thirsty. I wonder if he had electrolytes today because I haven't had any. Maybe I just sucked that dude off. And then it's not gay if you're thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It ain't gay if you're thirsty in San Francisco for sure.
That's right.
And
look, I don't know geometry, so we could be in San Francisco.
Jonathan just being nice. That was pretty funny. Like I could hear you, Jonathan. You're like,
decent job.
That was
well done. No, you can stop. You can stop now. Good job, and we're gonna take the next contestant.
Yeah, we lost like 15 people when we were like playing that. They're like, "This is why I stopped watching them a long time ago."
That shit was so fun, though, man. That was fun.
It was.
Film. You never knew. You never knew. It was either going to be a giant piece of shit or it was weirdly going to get like 1 million views. That was in the heyday of YouTube, man. That was when shit was fun. Not that it's not fun. I'm just saying it was fun.
Yeah, we had fun. Yeah. But that's when you were chasing viral videes. That's really what it was. You're trying to get like, well, not even, we weren't even really trying to be viral, but like,
yeah. Well, you would do it, but like it had a chance. Like it had a chance. If we could do a video like that today, and it could be 10,000 times funnier, and way better production and way better everything, and it would get like 200 views because YouTube would go, "It's not about Halloween." Like, well, we're just not going to show it to anyone then. Yeah. That's the way the algorithm works now, which is sad. But yeah, it's good times, man.
Yeah, okay. It could be now they're like, well, they are showing it in black and white, and they're clearly homosexual, and they're trying to survive a horror movie. So really, they're empowering this type of movement. So we should put this on the forefront of YouTube.
I think I want to fuck me a guy. Like,
yeah,
what? I said I want to fuck the sky.
That's what I said. Why y'all keep on misspeaking me? Don't keep misspeaking me.
Oh, it's the fucking best, man. Great times, no doubt about it. Where were we in the
right here? Adrian comes in and says, Halloween timeline, game of hypotheticals, my favorite. Would you keep as is, reboot, direct sequel to most recent? The Thorn trilogy, David Gordon Green trilogy, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. So you got to keep as is, reboot, or direct sequel to the most recent.
Thorn trilogy would be what?
I would keep the Thorn trilogy as is, in my opinion. I don't really... 100% I would keep it as is because you're going to 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I'm definitely rebooting the David Gordon Green trilogy. I love Halloween 2018. Kills had some great stuff, but that whole thing needs to be restructured. So that's my reboot choice. Direct sequel, I fucking changed my mind. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's no way. I would 100% direct sequel or no reboot Rob Zombie's H1 and H2 and direct sequel David Gordon Green's and fucking kill Corey in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm definitely direct sequel in the Thorn trilogy because it needs a sequel. It needs a sequel done right. It needs to put some.
That's true. That's a good one. Yeah.
And then
you gotta go to H2O.
Oh God, I don't want to reboot Rob Zombie. I don't want to ever go to that territory again. So I'll keep Rob Zombie as it is. I will direct sequel Thorn trilogy, and I will reboot David Gordon Green. Yeah, that's my answer.
That's probably better than mine, but I don't give a fuck. I just think that I think that if you rebooted Halloween 1 and 2 with Rob Zombies and you just told that cocksucker, you're like, listen, no rape shit, no unicorns. I'm frozen, aren't I?
Oh. No, I got you.
No, it's like you can't do the you can't, I feel like here's the thing, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the first 30 minutes of that movie is fucking awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And like I would just take everything you're doing in the first 30 minutes and I would spread that shit like cheeks in a jail cell. For like another hour, and it would be good.
Eric said, Mike, your arms are making me hard. No, they weren't making anybody hard. Those arms were the product of a lot of lifting weights, but even more drinking beer. So it was just fat muscle. That shit was.
It was like the William Regal. It was like,
I got it. It's in there somewhere. I can tell. You gotta push it up on the other side.
No, that's the William Regal.
Yeah, you're right, Tobo. I was juicing with beer. That was the problem. I was working out a lot, but I was drinking even more.
Yeah, those are fun times, dude. They really were. They were special times. I don't know, because it was a lot less. Well, I'm not saying that YouTube wasn't down on certain creators back then, because they were. Like they definitely gave more preference to certain other creators than up and comers, but not like it is now.
Yeah, no, now they just make it impossible for you to spread your wings. Like if you have one video that does good, you better keep doing that over and over again, or you're buried. It's just a terrible business model, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day we'll start like a separate channel that's just skits and see what happens. I don't know.
Well, what it is everybody's chasing that algorithm, which is really what it comes down to. It sucks.
And if you don't, you die.
Yeah, they don't put you in the algorithm. Yeah, you don't. Well, and that's why it's so important when we ask you guys to like and comment, is because the interaction that we get under the video helps the algorithm, which is shitty. It's a shitty way. It's like, it's not really cheating it, but it's like it's a hack to try to get your videos a little bit more traction in the YouTube situation, because the more likes that you get and the more comments under a video, the more interaction that YouTube is like, oh, well, they're getting interaction, so this video is very important, so we'll push it up the algorithm. It's stupid,
and that's the thing. Like these live streams that we're doing right now, you guys are like our lifeblood, because
100%.
You'll notice like there's not a bunch of new people that come into live streams. Like you have to. It's just us. Like this is like an old community almost that always gets together and hangs out a couple weeks, and that's why we appreciate you guys so fucking much. But it's just us. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't pull in that it's just a different fucking ball game, man.
I mean, we get new people now and again, which is great. I mean, it's cool. But
is anyone in here right now? Comment. Is this your first stream? I'll be shocked if there's more than 3. And don't say it unless you mean it. Is this your first stream? I bet there's not 3.
And I'll tell you what,
there's
man,
not 3.
And here's the dark side of the ring. And I swear it really is, dude. It's true. If you want to get like your engagements going up and the video views going up and more people going in to your chat and your stream, you know what you got to do, and it's really shitty, and I don't want to do it, is if you lean into that political shit, boom, it goes up. It goes up. It could be people that hate you or love you, and it goes up. And and I see that shit all the time. I've seen streamers and I've seen other YouTube creators or content creators that started out as one thing, and that's usually what they did, and then they lean into that political shit, and all of a sudden they fucking double their viewer base and their subscriber base.
Everybody says they've been watching for years. The only person, Mason said, or not Mason, sorry, oh fuck, where'd it go? Mason, it was Mason. It's the second one he's caught live. Not a single person except for Mason has not been here before.
Well, here's the thing. For the most, it's going on 2 hours and 50 minutes, and we've had a great time with you guys. By the way, it's been awesome. We've had, generally speaking, about 322 people for the most part tonight, which is great. But I didn't want to, I don't want to get into that. Like, I have opinions. Mike has opinions about politics and stuff, but it's so nasty. Like, you just open the door to all sorts of fucking negative shit when you start doing that. When you start curtailing that. So that's why we just like try to keep it simple. We just hang out, we talk shit, we hang, I don't know. I think that we got a really sweet letter during my birthday stream. We were doing the unboxings, and someone said it made me, watching you guys makes me feel like when I used to hang out with my friends and like bicycle down to the Blockbuster and hang out and talk about movies and shit. That's really what it is. That's what we want to put out.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, like, not a single person. So it was even under 3. Not a single person in here is this their first stream. So now that says 2 things. One says that like what we do, it just doesn't work with the algorithm, doesn't pull new people in. But the second thing that it says is that you guys are fucking awesome. And like, fucking hail you guys. We are not worthy. It's you guys who stick around and stay around and just are our friends and are fucking cool. And like, literally we wouldn't be here without you guys right now. So cheers to you guys. Cheers. I don't know how that got down that road, but fucking more thankful for you guys than ever before. And yeah, I've had a couple.
Yeah, Mike sounds like that one guy that was invited to the Thanksgiving dinner. Is like, hey, why don't you say a few things? I just want to say, I think the turkey was great. And, yeah, you just called on the spot. But yeah, so we got Joe Valentine that says your top 3 sexy final girls. Mine is Jessica Biel, Lavera, and Mia Goth. But what's the Lavera? What's that girl from Art? What's her name?
Oh, Lauren Lavera.
Lauren Lavera.
Yeah. That's a good list. That's a solid list. I'm definitely Beal's got to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
I would put Lauren Lavera in it. I won't put Mia Goth. I'm not that attracted to Mia Goth. I'm kind of scared of her, and sometimes that's a turn on, but in this case, it's not. Oh fuck, dude! There's so many good answers that I'm missing here. I'm gonna miss a great one. I know it. Marion Haig, Halloween 6. I'll throw that one in there.
She's good.
Yeah.
I think with like my Jessica Biel is without a doubt. You can't not put her in there. I mean, you're not gonna not get Randy Jackson's autograph on a single.
Denise Richards in Valentine is a great one too. By the way,
for me, it would be Bill, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Something about her. I don't know what it is. Okay, you can say what you want. I think that movie sucks.
Naomi Watts is a good one, Chris.
Yep. And then I would pick Samara Weaving.
As you said, Mia Goth got no eyebrows.
It's weird with Mia Goth. Like I understand, like I kind of understand what where the attraction comes from, but it's just not me. I don't know.
Yeah, let us steal from you guys. Who's your guys' hottest final girls? Let us steal from you because I know I'm missing an amazing great one there. But I would go Denise Richards. I'd go Denise Richards. I would go Jessica Biel, and then the third one I'm leaving open for a moment.
Am I wrong? Is Samara Weaving not one? Maybe she's not. Maybe I'm just like
not technically a final. Well, I guess in Ready or Not, she's kind of a final girl. That'd be a great one. That's a really good one.
I don't know. She's hot though.
Goldford's Dog says Stretch from TCM2. Those legs were. That was why. That was Leatherface literally.
By the way, this is also why we will never be like any kind of in the algorithm because we have comments like this and we actually give it like we actually give it like Oxford types of like attention. Yes, and that's why like these guys are sexist assholes. It's like, well, it's not really. We're just like we're like appreciating God's gift.
Now
that's all it is.
Mr. 115 says Famke Janssen, but that's Goldeneye. Now I get it. You want her to squeeze you to death between your legs. I understand that. Technically not a final girl though, right? I'm seeing a lot of Daniel Harris in the Hatchet films. I'm seeing some Melissa Barrera, which don't get me wrong, Melissa Barrera climbing on top of Richie to murder the fuck out of him was weirdly hot. Yeah, it's fucked up to say that, but no. How about Kirsty? Kirsty's pretty hot.
I thought Kirsty was cute. Underrated. Well, I was also going to say Heather Langenkamp.
See, people keep saying, I was never attracted to Heather Langenkamp.
Well, it wasn't. I feel like it was like she was cute. So she definitely embodied the girl next door vibe. Like you could marry that chick. Like
marriage wise, sure.
Yeah, she was all right. But thank you, Joe. Another great question from the Valentine of Joe. We got Wade's Movie World, and the nominees for Best Movie Channel are Dave McCrae,
winner. Give it to
TSL.
Dave.
Who's TSL?
The sucking lips.
That's who it is. Chris Stuckman, the Flick Pick, and Wham. We watched the movie, and the Oscar goes to Wham. We watched.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like everyone to save the Blue Ducks of Nail because that's a really important thing to me, and I need all you poor people to donate to the Blue Ducks of Nail because if you're not, you're a piece of shit human being, and that's my Oscar speech.
Yeah, I want my Oscar speech to be my butthole, a photo of my butthole sent to all the losers. Dave McCrae, TSL, Chris Stuckman, Flick Pick. I want them all to see it. I said, we win, Dave. No, but thank you, man. Thank you, Wade. Wade's been around for a minute, dude. Hot minute. If you guys noticed in that Blair Witch, I think he was one of the first guys name on the list.
Hell yeah! Oh, I accidentally boosted my mobile. I accidentally pressed the boost button, so now I'm going to get a lot of nicotine.
Big time.
A lot. Big time.
Eric Hess says, love you guys.
Surprise. Huge surprise.
Love you guys in chat. Mike, thanks for the spank bake material with your arms.
You bet.
Loomis, take a load off and chill. Lauren Lavera equals fire hot emoji.
It's true. Everything you said was true. I jack off to Dr. Loomis.
Why don't you take the load out of your mouth before you talk to me? I couldn't understand anything you said. Thank you, Eric.
Appreciate you, Eric.
You sound like one of those stoners hardcore. You like?
I was taking a big old whiff.
Byron says Slash and Cast was rocking the Wham merch.
Oh yeah. Riley got the Stu Lives thing. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Slash Cast great.
Seems like a popular shirt for some reason.
Some people like to wear it.
Some people like to support it.
This just roll. This just stuck. This just roll. That one rolled. Joe Valentine said Andy Matichek is a boner giver too.
Yeah, but you know what? I felt weird about saying it because she's been on the show, so I didn't want to be like, yeah, like Andy, you goony,
wonderful human being. That's all I'll say.
He is really sweet, very sweet
human being. Yeah, wonderful human being.
It's weird when you actually get to know the chicks. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, now I can't say certain things I wanted to say. Like, I find you very attractive, but I would say it in a different way.
It was funny because like
not about her. I'm just saying like specifically.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, it was funny because after we did the interview with Andy, we ended up because we were talking about something from the video that happened. So we were talking on the phone, and I was talking to Andy on the phone, and like just walking around the house on the phone, and around the house, and I was like, "So, are you done? Are you done with your hour-long conversation with Andy Matichek?" And I'm like, "Don't make it weird, Kate. It's fine. I'm making connections in Hollywood. It's not a big deal. I'm being. This is a joke. I'm making a joke.
Yeah,
she's super fucking nice and cool. Like she's a sweetheart. She's amazing.
But then he turned to her and be like, just if we were on the same page, how long would divorce papers take? Do you think that's like? Is that a while?
Sorry, I have to talk to this actress. I can't make her spaghettios right now.
It was the boogeyman. Thanks, dude. Says Halloween 4. What if Michael had the bandage wrap the whole movie instead of the Michael Jackson mask? Interesting take. Would people have been pissed off? Probably so. But would I have cared? Not a fucking care in the world. That you're right.
Would the movie have been better? Maybe.
Well, it would have been if the movie was the same. But just I don't know. Here's the thing. I call it the Data mask from Star Trek: The Next Generation, but a Michael Jackson mask fits as well. God damn it!
No, you didn't freeze. You didn't freeze.
I thought I did, but I will say if the bandages were used the entire flick, it would have been a choice. I will say.
Yeah, it's great. It's actually a great question because the movie's fucking great. It's a great Halloween movie, but Michael just happens to look like shit the entire time. So had he had the bandages on the entire time, it wouldn't have been a Halloween movie. So I can't say yes, but also,
well, here's the question.
That's a really good question.
Did you guys hate Friday Part 2 because it was Backhead Jason?
Ooh,
I think that Backhead Jason is a pretty stellar movie. Friday Part 2 is a really good movie, even though he doesn't have the classic mask, which is what we all know and love him for. But the Backhead Jason was kind of cool.
It's a really good fucking point, Jay. It's a really good fucking point.
It's all I have are good points.
All I have are negative.
No, that was from Grandma's Boy. She was like, that's a really good idea. JP's like, it's all I have. Lighting Ghost says, bring her back trailer reaction. Bring her back.
Okay, so I watched that one. There's no point doing a trailer reaction to it though, and the reason why is because it's a great fucking trailer. Like the trailer, it's by the guys who did Talk to Me, and it shows nothing. It's just a bunch of random images. There's no reason to react to it. There's no reason to pick apart because you don't know what the fuck is going on. But that means it's a great trailer.
So to the person that super chatted that earlier, I don't know if it was you. Someone asked about that if we'd seen that. That's the one I was trying to think of that I forgot.
No, well, that's my thoughts on it. Like it's an amazing trailer that looks scary as shit. It looks fucked up. It looks dark, but you can't tell what the fuck is going on because it's just a bunch of random images, and that's how they should make horror movie. I don't want to be able to do a trailer breakdown to a movie because I want it to be that fucking mysterious, So I think they did.
So it's only 56. Someone said Trunks and Android roast, please. What is that? Like. Someone super chatted that earlier. They said it was only 56 seconds long.
Trunks and Android.
Are you talking about Trunks from like Dragon Ball Z Trunks? Because I don't know anything about those guys.
Hang on. Okay.
And then someone said Fear Street trailer.
I pulled up something random. We'll see. Let's see what it is.
My cousin and call this place Alabama. What do we have here? a pansy ass who doesn't know how to keep from brown nosing, and Goku. All right, listen here, you vending machine. Dr. Giro is dead. You serve no purpose at all with your weak-ass trucker hat looking like a damn hillbilly from the Hills Have Eyes. Take your ass somewhere else and leave Goku alone. Boy, I know you're not talking to me like that with that.
This is Rob Zombie. Like,
I don't know what. It's funny though.
Cut. And let's not forget about that weak-ass crop top jacket you got on. Fake ass yellow Uggs you got on.
Uggs.
Monkey Goku dies. Ayo, did he just call you a monkey? Yeah, he just called me a monkey. Ayo, let's jump his ass. Well, my cousin and call this place Alabama.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and then someone they were talking about the Fear Street trailer. Fear Street 4 trailer came out.
No, did it really?
Yeah, that's what somebody just dropped it in and they said it came out. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm gonna look it up because that's what I do.
I look shit up.
I'm more than shit.
I look shit up.
Date announcement. Okay, so pull this over here real quick. Let's check it out. This is Fear Street Prom Queen date announcement.
Right. Ooh, okay.
I like a date. Okay, here we go.
Woo. That we've all been waiting for. Senior prom. Welcome, class of '88.
Some Carrie shit.
You want to be prom queen. I just don't want you to embarrass yourself. This is shady side. Nice girls don't win.
You're confusing me with all the bubbles. Okay.
So that's pretty. I mean, I would dive back into the Streets of Fear.
I'm down. I'm into it. I love it. I'm glad they're doing it. There's nothing there necessarily to speak on, but I was in already. It
was a disco ball with some blood on it and it's spinning around. It would have been better if they'd had turn around every now and, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
I see the fucking look in your. Did he just say? No, surely he didn't say.
We got Papa Hades coming in and says,
who
has the best scream ever? Marv when he gets splat on his face. That's a great one. Electrocuted from Home Alone 1 and 2. Or when Harry gets the laxative and starts shitting on the toilet from Dumb and Dumber. 100% it's Marv every day of the week, dude. Like Marv. When Marv gets the spot, he goes, I can't do his but when he gets electrocuted and his fro starts going out and he's
That's a great question. That's great. Let's look at it.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna get shut down.
This is Marv. It's only 14 seconds. So
okay.
It should be good.
Dude, this watch his face, dude. The second part, the second scream is the best, dude. The second part of that scream.
I got one. I do have one to add to.
No, wait. Do the electrocution one. Do the electrocution one from Home Alone. The electrocution scene in Halloween 2, dude. I remember watching this scene and rewinding it like multiple times because it was so fucking funny, dude. Oh! What? Oh my god, dude, get it out here. I'm watching. Dude, it's like when the girl won't stop sucking. Dude, that's it. I swear that's it, dude.
But wait, I got.
Oh my god,
Harry with the laxative. Okay.
Oh my god.
So that's definitely the current winner, right?
Woo! That's so good.
That's definitely the current winner. So it's between that and this.
He's like, oh!
I gotta fast forward this.
Oh shit! Yeah, so fucking good.
Okay, here we go.
That's good. Watch him stomp his feet, dude, to get it out. You know that's a fucking Taco Bell from hell right there. But you laugh. Yeah. Let's take a little bit.
It's the moment of relief. It's like good too.
Oh,
I
man.
gotta add one to it though. I do have to add one to it before we can make a decision. I don't think it'll win, but it's still worth bringing up. This is a fucking great moment too. Okay.
Pursuit of technology.
Had a baby.
Beginning of good things.
Oh yeah. It sounds like a firework dying.
It's
I wonder if that was actually Jonah Hill that did that though, because it almost sounds like it piped in, like it was a.
It does kind of sound like that. I'm gonna go the electrocution Home Alone.
Yeah, dude, that's it. Marv is like the top. Like Marv with the tarantula on his face was like peak, and then it like goes into legendary status when he gets electrocuted.
That's the one I gotta go with. But they're all good, dude. They're all good.
Yeah. He fucking look like Bob Ross at the end. Adrian says, you feel like Rob Zombie blatantly made Halloween 2 first 30 minutes super awesome, only to make it a dream, just to piss fans off as a dick tease, then proceeded to pee the bed. You know what? Maybe, because he was already really pissed off to be brought back to do Halloween 2 because he saw that the fan reaction to the first Halloween wasn't what he wanted, and he didn't even want to do the sequel, but he was under contract to do it. So I think that's exactly. And then they were like, "Oh no, Rob's gonna do something great." And he's like, "I got something for your butt cheeks, and it's called a dick." And he put it right inside of fans' asses because he was like, "Oh, I'll make it all cool and awesome what they think, and then I'm gonna go completely off the rails." And that's what he did. And that's what happens when you didn't, the reason why Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 was good is he had to work within the constraints of that story. They let him go completely off the reservation in the second one, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair to Rob Zombie, he didn't want to do it. Like, he didn't want to do the movie at all. Yeah. But he was under contract to do it. So
no, and I agree, but I also agree that had he stuck with what he was doing in the first few minutes of that film, it could have been an all-timer. So I think it was on purpose. Absolutely, I do. And that's why I kind of hate him for it,
Yeah, I agree.
You got the lucky job of making Halloween movies, and you're gonna be like, they pissed me off though. Like that fucking makes me mad, dude. Like, what a babyish response to being able to make Halloween movies. Jesus Christ, that will never out.
It's very diva of him for sure.
Yeah.
Moda says, you guys think we'll ever find out how the script was supposed to look for the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy and how it was supposed to be the same night? That's a good question. I have no idea. I doubt it, because then it would be admitting that not a lot of people liked it, the trilogy they put out. And I don't think they're going to do that. They're not going to poop in their bed and be like, you see, I thought people, you know what I mean? So I don't think they're going to do that at all.
I think that trilogy was plagued with indecision. Mm-hmm. And I think that we'll never know, because they're so weird about that shit. We'll never know. But that literally is the problem with the David Gordon Green trilogy, is that it was plagued with indecision. And that's the truth.
Yep.
That's the truth.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
You're goddamn right it did. We done here, boys?
I think we got to go now. We already own 3 hours and 12 minutes. Goddamn, y'all.
Hey, as we said earlier, the fact that no one in this fucking room right now is on their first Wham stream says one thing. And that's that you guys are the fucking blood of this channel. And we appreciate you so much more. We can never fucking tell you. We'd have to come over and suck all your dicks and your wieners too to show it. So thank you all. Thank you all. Friday night?
Yep. Be there Friday night. We're going to be there Friday night. Had a good time. Had a blast. Great questions. Love those questions. And we're going to see you on Friday evening. And we're going to continue it on.
Don't you ever forget. I love you. Jay's phone went off. And
it's just telling me there's going to be rain outside, dripping tears from the skies of heaven because we got to leave right now.
Come from Jesus.
Oh my God. I'm not going to hell. I ain't saying
all right then. Y'all have a good one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye now. Bye now. Don't listen to that.